Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Queenstown Ice Arena. My name's Matt Chavez. I'm joined today with Kyle March and Justin Tagle. We're here to bring you the 3v3 challenge here in Queenstown. We have some very interesting ice hockey for you this entire weekend. 18 games. We're going to bring them all to you live, and they're going to come at you fast and quick as we have a whole different set of rules here to bring in all 6 teams from the NZIHL and make sure that we have a fantastic weekend of fun here playing 3-on-3 ice hockey. Guys, first of all, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for showing up here. I know you guys have a game coming up, so that's really appreciated that you guys come talk with us. What do you guys think of this thing? Just off the top of your head, what do you think?
Excited. Yep. I was so happy to get invited to this tournament. This has been circling on my calendar for quite a while. Something different, something to mix up the season a little bit, have some fun, but a nice little break in the season too.
Nice, you know? Very nice. Justin, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. I think it's going to be a pretty cool spectacle, cool thing to be involved with. I think just seeing the different format is going to be awesome. You know, a little bit more space, and typically you see like 3-on-3 is typically an overtime format, and so it's the game's on the line, next goal wins type thing. Whereas this is going to be a whole game played out of 3-on-3 action. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Do you go slow? Do you speed it up?
Yeah,
where's that chess match going?
Exactly.
That's right. So a quick word on the format overall. Just there's going to be 15 games of 3-on-3 hockey this weekend. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Saturday night. And those 15 games are pool play so that all 6 teams in the NZIHL will have a chance to play everybody. That means that each of those games will set up a win or loss, and there are no points. It's just wins. Any kind of overtime goes to a shootout, and there will be a winner on each matchup. So the 5-6 play, the 3-4 play, and the championship will be decided Saturday night. For those of you out here in Queenstown or anywhere near, please come check this out. It is going to be a fantastic festival of hockey. And as we get into this first game, the very first pool game is going to be the Mako and the Thunder. So, hey, Michael, how about we take a look at our rosters here, and we can see what's going on. I think, Kyle, why don't you introduce us here? Let me make sure that they're pulled up. There we go.
There you go. Number 1, we have in net Brianne Bick. Number 6, Adam Steitley. Number 9, Sebastian Steven. Number 12, Carlin Baumgartner. Number 22, Bryce Allen. Number 24 is Jack Lewis. Number 25, Jackson Flight. Number 26, Tristan Darling. Number 88, Cole Beckstead. Number 91, Morgan Blair. Behind the bench, Guillaume Leclancher.
Very nice. And Justin, tell us about the Mako.
Yeah, so we got this team's pretty close to my heart. A lot of my under 20 boys out there, so excited to watch them play. We've got number 7 Logan Campbell, number 10 Leonard Wimmer, number 12 Dima Koptev, number 18 Nash Hayward Jones, number 23 Luke Talion, number 27 Kean Murray, number 35 Joel Gerard, number 50 Leon Quigley, number 52 Sebastian Chamberlain, and number 55 Benjamin Stephen. And that team's being coached by AJ Spiller.
Very nice. So, gentlemen, we're going to watch the warm-ups here, and we were talking before we went on air a little bit about strategy, and you mentioned it just a minute, Justin. Oh, let's talk about the rules here first. So, because we were talking just about that. So, all of the games in all 18 games this weekend will have modified rules where there is a running clock, which means we're playing 2 9-minute halves with a 1 minute in between break for just everybody catching their breath. Minor penalties. There is no penalty box at all. Minor penalties will be a penalty shot. Major penalties are a penalty shot and an ejection. There is no icing. Offsides must return the puck, so it's essentially a tag-up system at the red line, and there will be no draws. All ties will be decided by a shootout. Justin, you were just telling us that the teams are thinking about this differently because it's not an overtime situation.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, we've been kind of chatting all day, trying to get a feel for what this type of format is going to look like. And one of those obvious differences is the fact that it isn't that sort of do or die, next goal wins scenario. It is actually a game that's being played over, 2 halves of 3-on-3 action. And so the question really is, is there going to be a little bit more time and space, a little bit less tight checking? What's the approach going to be defensively by these teams and these players? And is that going to lead to some more offense and a bit more of an open style of play? So to be determined, I guess. We'll see what happens here in this first game.
And that's why you guys are up here in the box first, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. You got to scope out the competition, of course.
That's right. And Kyle, what do you think about the format? Any thoughts as far as a player who's about to get out there and do it? How do you approach proper hockey versus 3-on-3? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I think to Justin's point, it's a little bit of a chess match. You're waiting to see what's going to happen. Every team out there is chock full of offensive talent that I'm looking forward to see some highlight reel goals that you're not going to want to miss. I mean, name a couple: Ivan Dalmatau, Dylan Devlin, this guy to my right here, Justin Daigle, some pretty good goal scorers I think could do some cool things on offense.
We're looking forward to it, that's for sure. It's one other interesting thing to me is that a lot of times, especially in the NHL, there's a lot of emphasis put on possession, especially the first possession of the game. That really, statistically, all of the stat nerds, I'll say, getting that first possession is actually the biggest thing that you can do to win a 3-on-3 when it's to the first goal. But it's not a first goal situation here. Are you looking for it to be more possessive or more speed oriented, if you had to guess?
I imagine there's still going to be an emphasis on that puck possession. You can't score without having control of the puck. But what I think we will see is a little bit more risks being taken offensively. I think there'll be some area passes, some stretches, some of those trying to take advantage of some 2-on-1 situations, and in transition. I think when there is a turnover, you're going to see a lot of fast breaks and fast attacks, and I think that the skill and the speed are going to be on display. That's for sure.
And I think even speaking to the possession side, how much do you use your goalie? A little bit in soccer, do you just dump it back to your goalie, maybe get a change, reset your offense? Just maybe interesting. At this level, every goalie here can play the puck, so I think it'd be an interesting way to open up your game a little bit.
Absolutely, that's a good point. Yeah, using that goalie as a bit of a tag up and a reset could go a long way. So,
and when do you pull them? When do you turn it into a 4-on-3? I know we were joking about that earlier.
Yeah. We'll see. That'll be a bold strategy. Yeah.
We'll see if it pays off for anybody actually daring enough to try it, I guess. But 4-on-3, that would be something. So I'll go ahead and make an apology ahead of time. We have a couple of numbers mixed up on the Mako, so we're going to do our best to call who is right on that. Actually, we can see if Michael, can you bring up that roster one more time on the screen, see if we can match some of those up. We'll do that here in just a second. But what we're doing as we get ready for the game here, the Mako over at their goal, the Thunder getting ready over at their bench. This will be the start of a long session of hockey here. It's going to feel like a full game with all 16 teams participating. The interesting thing will be the Mako have both games in this opening session. They're going to be playing back-to-backs here, and then the Red Devils will pick them up after a little while here. So let's get started. We've got all three players from both sides ready to go. Face off at center ice. Let's see how this works. Lewis wins that face off, gets it back, and the music keeps going here. Lewis trying to get through, but the Mako up for the defense. That goes forward. Guys, 52.
52 is Sebastian Chamberlain.
That's Chamberlain. There you go. So Chamberlain holding that puck.
Kind of feels like the old lacrosse games back home when you have the
shot
the music going on.
Yeah, it feels pretty pretty lax, doesn't it? Just kind of getting things going. Not to mention it's Meatloaf, but that's, hey, I'm not the DJ. Bossing this around for the first 40 seconds has been the Mako. 27 coming up that right side. Spinning it around, goes back to Blair, and the Thunder break that back out. Baumgartner throwing it back, shot, and that goes to the side.
a great burst of speed through the neutral zone to beat his man.
And there's another good example of 2-on-1 coming right back. Mako being very patient with this. But that turnover and a player going down is going to be an immediate man advantage. Baumgartner in flight on a 2-on-1 shot, and that goes up. It hits the net. So what are we doing here? That's a good question, huh?
It looks like it's going to go out of play. We're going to have face-offs inside. I wonder if that extends to the goalie covering the puck.
It does, yeah. So any coverage will lead to a face-off, and they'll get that done as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Baumgartner losing that one. The Mako break that out. That goes up to the side wall. Number 7's got it up to Steitley. Steitley collects it for the Thunder, moving it back to flight.
Number 7 is Logan Campbell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Thank you. You guys, I'll tell you what. I'll do the Thunder call here, and you guys pick it up for the Mako, because you guys know everybody down there. Thunder breaking this one out. They're looking for a long possession, and they're going to get it while looking for Baumgartner, and that was a little bit too much of a lead, so they're going to go for a change, and I'll let you take over, Justin. It's all you. Oh, wait. Knocked aside for just a moment. Thunder hold on to it. It's 2-on-3 back here as a helmet came off.
Helmet came off of Steitley. Not really sure what happened there.
But he's got to get off the ice because of it. That pass goes to the side and glove down. And that's a face-off, I guess. So line changes for both sides. Steven Allen and
Tristan Darling.
That is Darling out there on the right side. You guys have some eyesight. I tell you what, that is really good.
For a moment, I thought we were going to have the Stevens brothers taking a face-off against each other.
Chamberlain with a pass up. That hits the pipe. And back to Chamberlain, looking for a long shot. Another pipe. Unless that hit the, bounced up and hit the.
I think it was crossbar there.
Crossbar
back-to-back posts.
Yep.
So.
And there's a replay for you coming up. As that crosses the line, you look for this long pass. And a lead, ringing that one off the pipe, going wide. Face off, we start again. Thunder have it. Knocked down and played forward. That is onside. Stick to side. And the Mako recollect it. Chamberlain looking forward pass. And the Thunder collect it. Bernstead with it. Bernstead looking for Lewis on the outlet. Nope, holds on to it. Breaks it. Then gets to Lewis. Lewis comes in onside. Leaves it back. Bernstein loses it. Gets to Blair. Blair's a little bit open here. Coming up the left side. Low pass goes around and goes all the way to the other side of the ice.
Got a pretty good pace going here so far. Lots of back-to-back, back-and-forth action here. Both teams looking to stretch that ice out and create those 2-on-1s.
And let's be fair, this is a couple of young teams too. They have the legs, and this is their first game. I hope they're able to keep this up the entire weekend, because this is going to be fun if they can keep this kind of speed and pace going. Thunder trying to get out of their zone here. Blair's got it. Turned around. Passes it back to Baumgartner. Turned over, and there's a trip.
First penalty of the weekend.
And here we go. Who was number 10?
Leonard Wimmer.
Wimmer. So here comes the replay. And a pretty clear. Yep, there it goes. So the way this works is it's a penalty shot, but as soon as the player touches the puck, off they go, and everybody, this is back in play. Shot, and that is kicked aside into the glass, comes right back. Mako are going to collect this. Goes to the goalie stick. But that's how this is going to go. At times, sometimes I wonder if that would be preferable to 2 minutes anyways. The Mako have to clear the zone to stay onside. They get in. Pass forward and a shot. That goes. I don't know how that got around the goal, but it did.
I think Bick was able to push over and get her right pad on there. That was a fantastic save.
Absolutely a great save. Steitley pushing it to the side, off to the half boards. Thunder moving into the zone. They're 2-on-2 here, looking for a good stick move. And that, no shot there yet. They hold on to it. Possession a key, and that hits the side of the net. And that puck cycles over to the left side. Mako collect it. And they look to get the long pass. That doesn't go right. That is right on goal, so no icing, and that's held And a face-off is going to be called here. With just 3 minutes to go in this first half, no goals yet. Here comes that penalty shot again. And a good kick save to keep that off. The face-off gets won by the Thunder. Back out to center ice and sent right back in. Beckstead and Darling with it. Darling sends it back to Beckstead. Beckstead with it. Back to the middle of the ice. Stevens got it for a 2-on-1 opportunity, but that pass doesn't quite connect. Goes behind the net. Wraparound attempt, and nothing doing. The offense slow so far, but here's another break for the Mako. A great save, Bick with it. And that's held for a face-off.
Off to a great start, Brianne Bick. Awesome to see her in net here, playing at this level, and obviously doing very well so far. Great saves, looking really calm and composed.
Yeah,
you know,
really was good when you see it on replay. That wrist save, the glove in a perfect position.
Yeah, and in a tournament like this, where the emphasis is really on the offense, it's kind of good to see a goalie get into their groove a little bit, try to build a little bit of confidence early. Inspires your team as well.
Yeah.
Beckstead and Lewis bring it in for the Thunder. And as that cycles around, they hold it a little high. Beckstead with it on the far side, looking for some sort of deflection, but that goes into the corner. Blair collects it, goes into the slot, but the Mako take over. 2-on-2 up the left side. That pass goes awry and back to neutral. Mako with it. Blair digging. He's offside for just a moment. That gets passed out to neutral. And a 1-on-2. Number 12, guys.
Dima Koptev.
There you go. Koptev with the attempt, but he was just outgunned there, 1-on-2. Beckstead's going to play this. Gets it into the corner.
I think Dima was just caught at the end of a shift there, just looking to get off the ice.
Yeah, I think several people looking to get off the ice. Beckstead getting off again. That stick got picked up, though, so we continue on. Mako with it. Banging around the boards. Back to neutral. And the Thunder trying to play kind of a high line defense here. Maybe just kind of a blue line defense. It's working so far. A good individual move there. Flight with a wrister. Good kick save. Bumgarner shot. Oh, that's another one off the pipe. That I might have hit the pipe and the crossbar. It came right back out. And with just 10 seconds to go in this half, it's weird saying half on hockey, but it's the first half, and that's going to do it as that puck gets to, well, that shot, that is really close. We're going to have to see if that counts, but it is right on the buzzer.
I think this is going to count.
Let's see this again. Wow, that really could not have been closer. They're having a discussion about it right now.
Talk about a buzzer beater if this does count.
Yeah, well, it's on the board, and the 1 minute wait is on for the half. Wow. Okay, so 1-0 the score.
No coach's challenge on that one.
Yeah, that's a good thing, huh? Yeah, so what do you guys think? 9 minutes of hockey that was back and forth, but it took 8 minutes, 59 and a half seconds to get a goal.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start. I mean, exactly what we thought we would see.
Yeah.
You know, high flying action, back and forth. You know, chances at both ends. We had 3 posts hit there, and what a great shot there by Kean Murray coming down the wing, just getting that short side shot. But yeah, great period. Yeah, good start for both teams, and a tight one so far.
Yeah, just a good low wrister and getting it on the outside net there. That's fantastic offense. It took a little while. It took a little feeling out, but yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. And remember, there is no overtime other than just a shootout, and it's wins and losses. So that's a pretty big deal there.
Yeah.
Big still throwing the shutout, and the Thunder.
Ooh, you said the word. You said the word.
I did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I cannot subscribe to the superstitions. Besides, it's 1-0. Really?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Halfway done. Steven with it. And the Thunder get started. You got to get one back here as
nice
play
move.
resumes. Tristan Darling with some good individual work, but right into a, well, let's see, that was right into the gear there. That's, as far as Darling's concerned, just kind of holding on to that puck, does that kind of an advantage to just hold on to it like that, guys? You just do it all yourself?
Yeah, it can be. I mean, just depends on your the pressure you've got and how much space you've got.
All right, see, I wasn't doing anything. Bick stops two of them there. We got that one again. That's a really good offensive sequence. As this comes up, long pass forward. And look at this. High shot, wrister, rebound, and a stop. So all sorts of action here to start with. The Mako underway again. That's picked off by Lewis. Baumgartner with it. Or, sorry, Beckstead with it.
I think we're going to start seeing a winger fly the zone a little bit, try to really stretch that D out as much as possible.
Yeah, have you guys noticed that a lot of the play has either stayed on one half vertically on the line? It hasn't been a lot of cross ice, and just as they do that, they hit Blair on the cross ice pass. Blair looking for a crossover. Bernstein with it. Bernstein with a back wrister and a great pass, but that's held up. Maybe that's just more a coincidence of the three players being on that side, but it feels like there's a lot of strong side play.
Yeah, so far it looks like it. I think one of the things to look out for here is trying to stretch that ice out, both in terms of the length but also in width. So teams would be smart to start trying to stretch that out side to side.
You can see number 7 Logan Campbell stretching it right into the neutral zone to create some space for his defense back there.
Turn back over, and Flight's got it for the Thunder. He's going to take it in on his own up the right side, but that gets knocked away. Back to neutral. Turned around, 23, boys.
Luke Talion.
Tyon with it. He gets a good back pass, but that's given back to Flight, and he's going to be all on his own. Flight can't get that by, and the Mako continue to goose egg the Thunder here, and they turn right back around. Can't get a shot off there. Steitley with a good defense. That's held for a moment, but nobody in charge. So Flight pushes it forward, and Steitley's going to take it 1-on-3 as the other two change up for the Thunder. Funny bounce as that came backwards towards him. Steven and Allen back there. Long shot. No, that is offside, so they're going to have to clear. And the Thunder continue with the puck. They've touched up, so play resumes with just under 6 minutes to go in this contest, the first of 18 this weekend. Back to Darling. Darling can't hold on to it. Mako come in quickly. Steven can't do anything with it. Does that stay in? It does. And a great save by Bick. Glove save. That's a beauty.
Great keep-in and a great shot and a better save.
Let's take a look at this one on the live replay. It stays in the line. And boy, that's a good flash of leather there. Face-off won by the Thunder. Key win for them as they need to put something on the board here to extend this. Steven gets beat individually there. That's tipped away. Good poke check. And that's going to cause a 1-on-0 for Darling. If he can get a hold of the puck, he does. Another good save. And the Mako looking to get something started with an organized offense, but that has been their challenge thus far. But a good move and a goal.
Leonard Wimmer, great hands in tight, good fake shot, pulls it to the backhand and tucks it in. That was a great little individual play there.
Goal scorer's goal.
And let's see where Weber ends up with this puck as it's deflected. And it's a really good backhand pass if you look at it again. And then Weber with two moves, back forth, and a great backhander. 2-0 the score. And we continue on where the Mako getting themselves in what could be a pretty good lead here, although it can happen quickly. 2-0 at this pace is looking good for the Mako. The Thunder doing everything they can to bring this one back. They come in onside. And we play on here. I know everybody was knocked down. Beckstead not able to get that on target, looking for a pass there. Mako break out. That's onside, kicked aside by Beck. That puck coming right back out, and it's going to be Beckstead coming up the right side. He looks, shot, and that is a 5-hole save up to Chamberlain all alone. And another 5-hole save, another good kick pad save, and that puck goes back out to neutral, back to Flight, who's going to have the same chance again, but this time there's some defense, and the Mako get home to prevent another breakaway in sequence. We're going to almost had 3 in a row, boys.
I think we're going to have to get used to that. That might be the theme of the weekend here.
Yep.
Shot, breakaway.
And here's another one. That's set aside. I don't think there was much of a shot there, but that was Beck stared that one down. And that's a goal. A pass in front, and it was Chamberlain picking up that pass and shoving it in the net. 3-0 the score. The Mako doing a great job. Let's see if we can get that one again.
I think it was Ben Steven with the great pass. Just threading that needle through the Thunder defense. And a great finish.
Yeah, and a great place for Chamberlain to be, waiting for that puck in the right spot. Mako with it. Flight watches that go by. Steitley's going to get there first in the corner there, and dug out from the kick plate. Thunder with it. Well, that's turned over. Right in front. Dick with a save. Good position there. And the Thunder break out. That's Bumgardner trying to make a move, but he gets the puck taken away. Sent back in. Steitley to get that. No, he doesn't get there first. That's passed in front. That's another post. The Mako are on fire right now. Just not quite making it 4, but boy, that was awfully close. 2 minutes to go here on this first game. Bumgardner throws it around to Flight.
Starting to see some heavy legs here on both teams. I think what is normally an average shift of about 40 seconds is way too long at this 3-on-3.
Yeah.
It's more like 25-30 and get off. So.
And then a race to the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flight had a shot. Bumgardner with a shot. And the Mako break this one out. Oh, no, Flight's going to pick that one off. Looking for Darling on a pass, maybe. No, he toe drags. And that's continued on by the Mako. Thunder looking to set something up. Steven with it. Up the goal line. Passed out. Darling with a shot. That goes over. The crossbar hits the glass and comes out hard, but stays in the zone for the moment. And it does stay. Darling gives it up. And the Mako, oh, that is a big hit. I cannot believe I saw that kind of a hit on a 3-on-3, but Mr. Allen just laid out number 27 for the Mako. Shot and another save. That's behind the net. Who was that? Big Mack truck that came through there. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, I didn't think 3-on-3 would have as much physicality as a normal 5-on-5 NZIHL game would, but that was definitely a big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one. So with just over 30 seconds to go here, any conclusions off game 1?
How good's your cardio?
Yeah. And how good's your goalie?
Yeah.
That gives you a lot of chances. The chances off a rebound going the other way have been obvious here. So.
Yeah,
I think. Sorry, Matt. Go
no,
ahead.
I was going to say you guys were dead on with the getting off the ice. It's fundamental, but so important when you've only got 3 on the ice.
I think even just in the size of the Queenstown rink here, how many times in a 5-on-5 game have you seen the goalie kick out a great save that ends up back in the neutral zone?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's no slight to Brianne Bick. I mean, she had a heck of a game, made some amazing saves, and was looking really good in there. It's just, again, that Mako, they did a great job of executing some of those stretch plays and some good in-tight passing with in-tight finishing. So,
and if you look at it, they had, 3 golden chances they scored, because that game could have easily have been 12-11. 10-9, right?
Absolutely.
So definitely the goaltenders made a name for themselves, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a good start by the goalies.
Well, we're going to do some quick handshakes, and we'll be taking just a quick pause between. So we'll jump off here, but the interesting thing is, of all the things I did not expect to say, the Mako are in first place. So there you go.
Yeah, well, they got the advantage in youth, and their cardio obviously up to snuff. So good start by them, and we'll see how the rest of the play turns out here.
That may be a huge advantage. We'll see. So anyway, we're going to go to an intermission break, and then we will pick up game 2 in just a few minutes. We'll see you right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for game 2 of the 3v3 challenge here in Queenstown. Welcome back to those of you that just took a quick beverage break and are going to join us for game 2 between the Red Devils and the Mako. Guys, first game, opinions, options. What do you see as far as strategy goes? That was a head scratcher for me. It's not what I thought it was going to happen.
I think we knew it was going to be fast. I don't think we expected that fast. I mean, that was back and forth, shot for shot.
Yeah, no, chances both ways. I mean, it was like I sort of was predicting personally. I knew it was going to be a little bit more loose, a little bit less tight checking. So, yeah, that was kind of on par with what I was thinking it was going to be.
We'll go right into the Red Devils lineup here. Number 29 in goal, we got Jake Thompson. Number 14, Liam Dallimore. Number 9, Joe Orr. Number 68, Lachlan Hodge. Number 75, Dima Maestronok-Zukovsky. Number 11, George Hopkins. Number 92, Ethan Esposito. Number 55, Logan Willis. Number 8, Sean Brown. Number 19, Christopher Hunt. Behind the bench, we got Anton Perver and Michael Atkinson.
Sweet. And for the Mako, we got number 7, Logan Campbell. Number 50, Leon Quigley. Number 23, Luke Talion. Number 52, Seb Chamberlain. Number 55, Ben Steven. Number 12, Dima Koptev. Number 18, Nash Hayward-Jones. Number 27, Kian Murray. Number 10, Leonard Wimmer. Behind the bench, AJ Spiller.
And Ben Steven with the first shot of the afternoon for the, not of the first the afternoon for the Mako. They were just out here. But
I wonder how that plays into their strategy going back to back.
I know it's going to feel like a full game. They really didn't even get an intermission, if you will. It's only 4 minutes between. But I have to admit, there's a Lockie Hodge, Rookie of the Year. The guys in the clay red outfits up here, I do know them a little bit better. That is onside. Esposito trying to dangle it into the crease, but couldn't get that shot off. And the Red Devils going for a change early. Hunt back out on the ice. And that's a shot by Koptev. And thank you, everybody who got me a roster here with the numbers on it. It is very helpful for the non-name-plated Mako. That pass forward looking for Chris Hunt. And left behind the goal for the Mako to break out. There's a heavy forecheck. They didn't see much of that in the prior game. Hunt with it. Dallimore collecting it on the sideboard. And Hunt looking for Dallimore, but he couldn't get there. And that goes out to Koptev, up to Wimmer. Wimmer's going to hold on to it. Dallimore checking for the defense. Wimmer still has it. Looking for a pass. That's turned over quickly. Dallimore to Brown. Brown's going to come up all alone. He holds, dangles, misses the shot. He had Gerard beat there, but couldn't get that inside the pipe. And the Mako collect. Quick start for these guys too, right, guys?
Yeah, they're off to a good start here, both teams. Mako showing that pace they had in the first game, and the Red Devils matching it so far.
Hopkins, a natural defender back there, just feeding the puck forward as 2-on-2 as the Red Devils come back in. Joe Orr coming back from his broken finger. Sorry, I shouldn't, well, I just said it. Anyway, he had a broken finger last week. Orr's got it, sent that forward, and that shot goes right in the gear of Gerard. That's going to be dropped.
You can see Joe kind of shaking his hand there, so hopefully he didn't re-aggravate it there. There's a bit of a stick check as he was driving wide, and hopefully, fingers crossed, no pun intended, that he's all good.
It's going to be one of those types of weekends, but that's all right. That's what we're here for. Steven with it. He comes in.
Heads up.
And Jake goes back into the goal there. Goaltender, but it'll be a penalty shot coming up for the Mako.
Looks like everybody's okay. That's the main thing.
So something to note here, that the clock does keep running through these penalty shots. So that's why there's an emphasis on getting them underway here as quick as we can.
Steven takes the puck. Everybody chasing it down.
Off the post.
And that is off the post. Jake Steven getting away with one there. I'll give you a story about him in just a moment for the Red Devils. That's passed across. Chamberlain looking for it. Takes the shot. Knocked down, and the Red Devils with it. Hopkins holding, looking to set up, but he's patient this time.
Red Devils goaltender giving a little tap to his post for helping him out there on that penalty shot.
Good spot, or 1-on-3 trying to get through everybody, but it's going to be Koptev with the puck on his own. Koptev having a little bit of a hard time getting out, but the top line for the Red Devils back out there, Esposito, Hodge, and Willis. Passed forward. Although I can't really say line, it's just going to be substitution after substitution, so I'm not really sure there's lines in this situation. That shot tumbles forward from Murray and played into the half boards. Willis with a good play. Willis did some time in England over the course of the year and has shown it here with his improved skill level as he's come back this season. It's good to see. Back out to Hodge. Hodge holds it at the blue line. That shot gets sent back at him by Wimmer. Esposito turned around looking for a call but doesn't get one. We play on. And Willis trying to leave a little shoulder into Wimmer to remind him not to go straight at the goal. Turned over. Esposito with it. He's 1-on-2. He's going to hold it but take it in and loses the puck. Hunt comes back out along with Brown. And the change happens for the Mako as well. Brown with it. He gets rid of his man. Turns it around 3-on-2. He passes it forward. Dallimore leaves it. Tries to leave it. Back to Brown. Again, there's all three on one side. Hunt with a fire. He fires it off the low boards. It comes back out at him. And back to neutral. Turned over. Tyon with it. Good move there. And Jake Thompson with the excellent stop. That puck goes all the way to the other side. Again, there's no icing here, so no reason to just leave it. And Dallimore on the forecheck takes a quick look. The Red Devils are going to stay out there. Dallimore, Brown, and Hunt. And Chamberlain comes in, walks in. That shot goes behind, hits the glass, comes back in, sends it to the far side boards. Brown digs it out in the corner, gets it away from Chamberlain, but Brown is harassed by Chamberlain. Good skating there, gets it out of the zone. Dallimore goes to the other side this time, gives him some space. Brown leaves it behind. Dallimore passes it, goes past Hunt, and those guys are going to look for a change as they're a little bit winded. Chamberlain coming up on the side there with Hunt, takes it from him. Chamberlain throwing it behind, couldn't get anything on target, and it's Quigley with it behind the net. Out in front, nobody home in the slot, and Orr's got it. He's 1-on-2. Hopkins coming up the other side, but Orr on the offhand, looking for a pass now. It goes in front, and I almost saw me a George Hopkins goal. Those are rarer than hen's teeth at this point, so I would love to see one. But that puck goes back to Murray, and Murray comes across the zone. Jake knocks the puck away, and that shot comes in and is covered up. Koptev with the wrister. Some good action there, guys, but I'm still not seeing any goals.
No, nothing on the board yet, but yeah, there's some good chances back and forth. I think starting to see the effects of getting out there a little bit too long. You got some long shifts and some heavy legs, so I imagine they're going to try to start changing up a bit quicker here.
That's taken by Orr. Orr's coming in, and that is a goal, right?
Yeah, that was a goal. Yeah.
Yeah, the legs were spread out, and I didn't see a light come on. There's the horn. Thank you. All right, so here comes the replay. Let's see that again, as it's a bit of a drag behind, and a good shot by Orr. I thought for sure the way they were set up that it was a kick save, but sure enough.
Looked like Gerard was able to stay with them most of the way, but I mean, goal scorers will find a way to finish, right?
Yeah, it looked like Gerard had the right positioning there. Just a little tough luck, but Esposito's got it behind the net. With Willis, Esposito holds on to it one-handed, skates everybody around, comes back, dipsy-doodle move.
Oh.
And scores.
And scores.
Nice goal.
Wow. I actually think that kind of climbed up Gerard's sweater just a little bit. I guess we can see that here again. We've got that. But that's such a good move. And he leans back and, yeah, kind of, if I saw that right, kind of bounced up off the pad and just went in. So 2-0. And I was just complaining about a lack of offense. Little did I know that with a minute to go, it'd be Lockie Hodge with it on the offensive side, up 2-0 for the Red Devils.
It's a good job by Esposito there to use his body to protect the puck.
Get in the middle of the ice, got the D sort of sucked in, overcommitted, and made him pay.
Yeah.
Good positional save by Gerard there, but Esposito showing some exquisite puck handling skills up and close to Quigley. And that puck gets dug out of the corner. Hodge had it for a moment, but that's turned over. 30 seconds to go, but he gets it back. Hodge is going to take a wrister. That's kind of brushed aside. And Hunt now has it, and he brings it in, lifts it up over the blue line. That was a sneaky little move, but he can't stay on the slot. He's going to turn it over to Dallimore, who's all alone. Shot in a goal! 12 seconds to go, and Dallimore buries it as he saw all the space, 5 other players on the other side of the ice, and a good job picking that pass out. That'll be the halftime. That's how we're going to end it there. Here's the replay as that goes across the ice, and Dallimore picking his spot, going mid-left side and burying it. 3-0 the score, guys.
I think we're seeing some fatigue set in a little bit here for the Mako. First thing to go is always your mind, the way you think the game, and we're starting to see them kind of overcommit on the puck. Everybody puck watching, players slipping in behind them, and the Devils are doing a great job of sort of finding those open players and getting the puck to them. So I'm sure the message from AJ Spiller there is going to be just to quit puck watching, everybody find a player, mark up, get on the D side, and protect the middle of the ice.
And to the Red Devils' credit as well, they're not just throwing the puck away. They're doing a good job using their big body, protect the puck, have a head up, look for a pass. I mean, you saw in that last goal, Chris Hunt using his body, staying patient with the puck, waiting for Dallimore to find a lane, tape-to-tape pass in the back of the net.
You know, it's interesting, guys. I've seen up close 2 games for the Red Devils and 2 on the streams, and it's interesting how much confidence they've had just kind of moving things around. Now, I know that they've got a little bit of size on the Mako. There's no question about that. However, that's not how they've been playing in certain situations, so maybe this will be something that they can use as a turning point for the season. We'll see, because they're currently 0-4 with just 1 point. Face-off win for the Mako. That goes to Koptev, who passes it out to Murray, and Murray's going to bring it in. Koptev stick lifted, and it's Dallimore with it as he passes it behind to Brown. Sean Brown bringing it back to neutral, skates forward, and that puck gets in skates, but that is onside, and Hunt with it. Good move through his legs, turns it back. Dallimore hits it. That goes up and hits the railing as it bounced off a Mako stick. And a face-off coming up here as the Mako switch their players up. How did the Mako get back in this, guys? They have a chance, or do you think it's going to be just get one and see what happens?
Yeah, I think they're just going to have to start really taking some offensive risk, take some chances, get some players in behind the Red Devils D, and really just go for it.
Dallimore collecting it behind his own goal line, turning it over. Talon gives it up. Dallimore skating. You can see the legs. The lactic acid is coming. Hunt with it.
It doesn't seem like a long time, 9 minutes, but you get rolling and your legs are burning.
Yeah, and then, to be fair, I mean, it's a short lineup. It's not all 20 guys out here. There's just 9 players and a goaltender, and that's it. So they have to keep running.
All it takes is really one long shift, you know, and your legs just don't have the time to recover. We're seeing on display.
And I think even to what you were saying earlier, Justin, you know, it's not like the game's on the line every time you're on the ice, right? So it's a little bit more offensive-minded. You're not slowing down, picking your shots. It's kind of just go hard at everything.
Yeah, high intensity, fast pace.
Yeah.
Chamberlain with a good opportunity, but Orr's got it. He's just getting Chamberlain off his back, and he does it again. That's a couple of times he's done that this afternoon, and showing his, well, experience, really. How many games has that guy played? Meisternock with it. Wrister, he holds on to it for a moment, but he cannot bury it. And Gerard sees that puck out. Red Devils with it. That's Hopkins trying to hold on to it. He passes it. Of course, there's no icing here, so no risk on that. And it goes back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain looking for the outlet pass to Steven. Can't do anything with it. Jake Thompson knocking it away, and it is Esposito with it to break out the Red Devils. Esposito and Hunt, the imports for the Red Devils, and they're making themselves known here in this particular contest as they've shown themselves to, I mean, that's the chance for them to showcase their skills here this afternoon. As the Mako come in, let's see, that puck is left behind the net by Koptev again. Koptev is actually Oh, there's a pass in front. Koptev digging, and they're asking for it, but no goal. That is waved off with just over 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think ref was just, we got a replay here.
Yeah, so that's in front, and he's just digging away, but that is possessed there by Jake. He's not going to let that through. Koptev trying to do something with it, but it's too late. And that there's a very similar goal that was disallowed for the Edmonton Oilers recently. That pass was sent through. Anybody who's watching the Stanley Cup, that was an important one that stayed off the board in game one. Hunt with it. He leaves it for Brown. Brown with a good move. Just staying away from Hayward Jones there. But Hayward Jones decides he wants to be as close as a sweater to him. He finally falls over. That puck's doesn't quite get in front. But after the long fist fight, Brown with it. A little wrister. Comes right back off the gear. Then Hunt tries to send one forward. It goes off the side pipe. At the base of the goal, Hunt with a whiff. Hunt looking for a pass. And some very tired legs as this looks like a 3-on-3 power play at the moment for the Red Devils. The Mako looking to do anything with this. Possession given up, but that's going to go around to Hunt first. And boy, the legs are clearly slowing down for everybody. Campbell with it. Campbell's going to whip it forward, but turn it over. And here comes Hunt at a very slow, leisurely pace. Orr with it.
I think on that long shift there, as soon as the Mako got possession, two of the players should have immediately sprinted for a change. Just that strategy side of things that I'm sure people will get a better grasp on as the weekend goes on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meister not coming up, taking a wrister. That goes high. And around to the half boards for the Sharks. And the Mako bring it in, gain the zone, looking for some sort of a wrister here. Can't do it with Chamberlain. That's turned over. Meisternock all on his own. Good move there and a good backhand, but an even better save by Gerard. They're not going to stop this puck because nobody's around. Now Orr catches up. Still 3-0 the score with 3.5 minutes to go here in this second of 18 contests this weekend. Mako with it. Murray looking for a pass there, but it goes to nobody other than Esposito. Ethan Esposito coming up the right side, the man from Sault Ste. Marie in Canada, and he holds on to that puck for as long as he can, but that's turned over. And it'll be Quigley trying to get it across, but he leaves it for Willis as he gets a breather off the bench there, and now that's Wimmer with it again. Wimmer and Hodge skating backwards, and Hodge's good looks knock Wimmer over. That's passed forward to Esposito. Esposito looking at Hodge, and he scores! Rookie no more, second-year man for the Red Devils, picking up goal number 4 for the team in red. Guys.
Great little passing play there. I mean, doing exactly what we were talking about in the last game about stretching the ice out side to side.
Yeah.
Cross ice pass, drive the net, backdoor tap in. Nice execution there by the Red Devils.
Okay, well, with this one in hand, we're going to talk a little bit as we go. We'll try to pick the action as it's continuing. Well, let's see. That's Brown and Hunt. And Hunt's going to get one, make it 5. This is kind of the part where maybe we're going to see a team that has been playing 2 in a row really, really hurt.
I think the fatigue factor's huge at this point. I mean, you have Christchurch, the Red Devils coming out fresh against the tired Mako team that played a heck of a game against a really good Thunder side.
Whoa, now Dallimore with a between-the-legs shot. That was something else. If we have that one on replay, maybe, but either way, or just scrub backwards, because that one's worth seeing again. Liam Dallimore, that is a heck of a goal he's putting on.
That's a early highlight of the night, I would say. That was a nice little move between the legs.
And it's 6-0. It was a 7 on the board for a moment, but it's just 6 with just over a minute to go. I guess it should be said, Dallimore with another shot. Every team will face a back-to-back this weekend. The Mako just happened to get it first, and that also will be an interesting factor for the teams that have to play that second game. Whether they just kind of back off, or if that's a an opportunity for them to make a difference against the field.
Yeah, I think it highlights the importance of using your full roster as well. Letting all 3 lines equal ice, everybody goes, revolving door approach, just so
Smart
you're not
changes.
Yeah, not overloading your what if there is a top unit, you're not overloading it. But
well, there's a call there. I'm not sure what that is. 30 seconds to go, but that
I think we got a penalty shot coming up here.
Interference to call. So yes, indeed, that is a penalty shot.
I think Sebastian Chamberlain's going to take this one.
Looks like it.
Well, this will be interesting as this will finish up the game. Game 2 is going to
maneuver.
Yep, coming to an end here. And a goal. The Mako do not get shut out here. That's a nice way to finish this afternoon's contest. There will be a chance, an ice grooming here, and then you boys have to actually go get suited up. Is that not right?
That is correct. Time to go limber up a little bit after standing in the freezing cold. Go try to warm up and then get ready for ourselves. Take the ice. So should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward, yeah.
Absolutely. First of all, thank you guys for showing up again. Always appreciated. You guys are always welcome in the booth, especially you, Kyle. I mean, you keep showing up every year. Like, what happened? It's been coincidence, but it's been a lot of fun, so thank you for coming back. Justin, you too. I would love if you were available, but for the most part, it's usually better if you're not, because we'd like to see you on the ice. So,
thanks. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and if you guys, one quick takeaway. For me, it was substitutions. If the subs are done well, you have a chance. If you screw that up, you're in trouble. What's your one takeaway you guys saw?
I think quick transition. As soon as there's a turnover, we got to get speed going up the ice and try to get in behind the coverage of the opposing team, and just speed kills.
I'm going to say puck possession. I think it's going to be a long weekend. There's a lot of hockey to play, and I think picking your shots is going to be very important. So using that quick transition, but puck possession, smart changes, pulling it all together.
All right. Well, you two are going to have a game against one another soon enough. Be nice. Got it?
Always,
right.
Always.
I'll try, Mom.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up game 2. We're going to go to an ice grooming here, get the Zamboni out on the ice, and take about a 10-minute break. We'll see you back here for game 3. And game 3, just so you're aware what's going on, it's all on NZIHL if you want. But this is going to be sort of a back-to-back. Thunder and the Red Devils coming back out. And after that, Swarm Admirals. Just saying. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. It's the 3v3 challenge here in Queenstown, the NZIHL on display. And we're coming up on game 3 of 6 this evening. This one's going to be between the Thunder and the Red Devils. The Phoenix Thunder coming back out for their second game. The Red Devils coming out for their second game. This one will be right after their win against the Mako. And joining me today for this game, and maybe a few more, we'll see, Colin McIntosh. Welcome, Colin.
Thank you.
So what do you make of this so far as a format, if you will? Kind of a fun one so far.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge proponent for 3-on-3. I think it's one of the most fun games not only to watch but also to play. You also see the different players trying to figure out how to play it. Some guys think that you have to go hard the whole time. Sometimes you have to defend the whole time, but it's more of a mix because it is high-paced, high action. So it's the ones who pace themselves throughout, know how to cheat, know when not to cheat. But I would say I was a little bit surprised with the first game, with the Mako taking it 3-0, but
yep.
The last game kind of went more aligned with people's expectations.
For me, seeing a back-to-back situation where the Red Devils got a chance to play the Mako after they'd already spent a lot of energy, it almost, I don't want to say it's with this kind of a schedule, but you did see the toll it takes on you when you have to play a second time. Now, these two teams are both going to be playing their second game tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if they settle back in a little bit more or if they go all out because it's the last one of the evening for them.
Yeah, you have the 9 players, which I know it's a step up from a lot of the leagues you guys normally play is you go back-to-back, but even then, 9 skaters, you're playing 40 minutes within an hour. It's going to take its toll on your body. A couple of us were talking with Paris during the last game, and the one question he asked was, how do you like the scheduling? It'll most likely be, if you play the first game, you might sit down for an hour, hour and a half, and play the 4th, 5th game.
That's an interesting one because, like, if it's a one-session deal, I guess maybe that's, we can talk about this as we go on, but what I would be worried about if I were coaching, if you had game 1 and game 4, that might be just the wrong amount of time to be sitting there and everybody cramping up because it's not an intermission period because it's not 15 minutes. It's an hour.
Yeah.
So it'll, maybe this for the Red Devils actually works out perfectly given that they had 10 minutes off. This is going to feel like an intermission to them.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas the Mako had to play
back
to back right away. So, Michael, got a couple of rosters. Did you have those for the Red Devils and the Thunder, or no, not yet? Okay. They're on the – okay, great. So this is what happens when you put pressure on your producer right in real time. He looks up at you saying, what? But that's all right.
That's the first time I've seen Michael say something like that. He was the manager for the IBs, and I will say he was prepared the entire time. So it is good to see he is human.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. If we had a camera up here, it would have made much more sense. But Michael is blushing now.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
I didn't know a guy's face could go that red.
You just have to hang around Michael for a little while. Anyway, there's actual hockey to be played here. I don't know and nobody's really listening to us to just sit here and bag on Michael, but you know what? It is fun, so we do that now and again. But here we are, Red Devils and Thunder, and it's going to be 2 9-minute running clocks, halves, all that good stuff, and no icing, as Logan Willis reminded us there.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is going to be another good hockey game. We'll see Jake Thompson in goal again, Brandon Bick, and it'll be Flight Blair and somebody else. We'll get that in just a minute.
Flight Bumgarner and Blair.
Bumgarner. And then it's Esposito, Hodge to take, and Willis, who gets the puck first, sends it around, and he wants to make sure that everybody knows there's no icing.
Yeah.
First shot of the afternoon goes from, this game, game 3, goes from blue line to goal line. Blair coming in up the right side. Long pass across, and that was the conversation we had with Justin and Kyle just a minute ago, was stretching defenses side to side. Flight with a shot and a goal. That one just looks like it got a bit past Jake without knowing exactly where the pipe was. Let's see if we've got that on instant replay. We do. And as that comes back down the ice, just a wrister that I think he'll want back, but that gets just inside the pipe. 1-0 the score for the Thunder. Allen, Steven, and Steitley. Steven with it. Colin, go for it.
I was going to say another thing a lot of these players aren't used to is the music while playing, so it's not a thing to get accustomed to.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, it's a good, fun atmosphere, and we want everybody to come out. Chris Hunt with a good move there, but he can't pull the trigger. It'll be good to have everybody out for the Saturday sessions. Yeah. If you're in Queenstown, please take the opportunity to see some pretty cool hockey, all 6 teams here.
And I think tomorrow you'll see a lot more goals as well. Today is more of a feeling out process for all these teams.
I'd agree with that, Colin. So far, that's been the case. I think all of the big numbers, not that they're big, but goals have come late. Shot by Dallimore that hits Bick on the pads and goes bouncing by. Steitley has it, takes it in 1-on-3, gains the zone, looks for an individual move, gets it, but can't pull the trigger, and that lets the Devils off with one there. 1-0 still to score, 2 minutes in. Steitley with it. Meisternach's going to go for interference here as he came on the ice.
For a second there, the Devils thought it was 4-on-4, not 3-on-3.
Yeah, it's substitutions are such a big deal. And it's going to be a penalty shot. That's the rules here. So as soon as somebody touches the puck at center ice, and here it comes, then it's back in play. Beckstead with it, takes oh, wow, no shot. That was just a drag through the 5-hole, and that goes for a goal. Beckstead with a penalty shot goal, making it 2-0. That was nifty. Let's see that on replay again. Here it is. There's no real shot here. It's just a drag through. Maybe just a little bit of a wrister, but 5-hole and a winner for Beckstead.
Little drop shoulder to open up that fly.
Oh, and Meisternach gets it right back. Got called for the interference, then gets the wrister and gets the score right back, making up for that penalty. 2-1 the score, and Meisternach ready to go again. Let's get this started. They want to score goals here.
Yeah. Defense might be optional in this game.
And that'll be enjoyable. There goes Hopkins on the defensive side. He gets that puck over to Orr. Orr comes up the left side, moving fast, gains the zone, goes a little too deep, looking for a pass. Goes around the goal, backhand, but intercepted. And that's going to go out to Lewis. Lewis up that left side. Orr struggling a little bit to get down the ice. And a wrister, and held. So good chance there for Lewis. Face-off coming in the defensive zone for the Red Devils, and the Thunder trying to make this one 3. We'll see how that goes. Bumgarner on the ice. Flight kicking it by.
Yeah,
Blair, go ahead.
It's good to see a guy like Bumgarner back out there. He took a couple of years off, but he's seemed to fit straight in with the the Thunder this year.
And then that's Hodge with it. He couldn't really pull the trigger. He just got a little too deep, and that's going to turn it over back to Flight. Flight coming in 2-on-1. And that goes begging wide, but the Thunder with it again. Another shot. Kicked in front, still high slot. Thunder cycling. Flight takes it out. That's offside, and they're going to have to leave the puck behind.
Yeah,
they have to clear, hurry. Otherwise, it is a delay of game is what they're risking. But instead, Esposito comes up the right side, takes the shot. That's held back, and they keep playing. The Thunder not looking for a face-off there. Logan Willis backing into this play. Hunt getting in front of Steitley. That pass, or that shot, gets knocked behind the goal. Looking for some connections there for the Thunder, but nothing yet. Steitley is still in the corner. Good individual move, pass, and a goal. That was all Steitley. That was fantastic.
Logan's not going to like watching that one back, I don't think.
No, he's not, but at the same time, Steven's going to get credit for a goal that was all Steitley's. We'll see it again here. As pull through the legs, move, pass, and there's nothing Jake can do about that one there. We're back underway. Hunt's got it. 3-1 the score, 3:38 to go in this first half. Once again, I hate saying half in a hockey game, but it's 2 halves of 9 minutes. Dallimore with it in his skates, and he's got it on the left side. Passes low. Brown's got it.
Sean Brown's looking real good this season as well. Good to see.
Oh, stick lost. That's a big advantage if the Devils can do something. They cannot. And it's Darling picking up that stick, getting the puck past Brown, and Beckstead with it. Hunt with the high forecheck, and he's got to get on his horse, although the Thunder are changing up. It's Dallimore playing D, and a goal! What a shot! What an excellent shot from that spot, pulling the trigger just far enough away where it gets high corner. We'll see if we got that one again.
Yeah, Beckstead's a shifty little player, so can't really let him shoot from that far out.
Yeah, he did a really good job of finding it right when the defender was giving himself a kind of a natural guard on that shooting lane, just traffic, and it worked. 4-1 the score. The Devils feeling a little bit of that back-to-back pain at the moment, and I think there's a little bit of the Thunder getting their sea legs here. So we'll see how this ebbs and flows. Or with it, or can't take a shot. He gets it off the boards. Or to Meisternock. Meisternock getting the pass to Hopkins. Hopkins can't handle it as it's on the wrong side of him. And that's going to come out quickly. Meisternock taking the defense on this one. And to Lewis. Glove save. Didn't close on it, but it was enough. And that goes out to Orr neutral. Taken away by Beckstead. Beckstead with it on his own. Past Orr. Shot. And it's knocked to the side to the half boards. Esposito's going to collect this puck. He's all alone if he holds on to it, but he decides to hold up and get some changes. A smart way to change this up for the Devils. Minute 30-ish to go as they want to get one back before halftime. Okay, I'm just going to I'm going to enjoy saying it every time now.
Yeah.
It's halftime, folks. No, not quite. Minute 20 to go. Beck stopping that one. Face-off coming. The Hodge, Willis, and Esposito out there for the Red Devils, looking to get something back here. They are currently in the lead, but a Thunder win, and suddenly we've got 3 wins on 3 teams, and it's down to goal diff already. It's going to be a tight one. Esposito with a good individual move there. Comes around, gets through the slot, cuts through in a C. Can't do anything with the shot. Pass was to the wrong color there. Steitley has it. Steitley gains the zone, looks, wrister is knocked up, and it's gloved. Couldn't get anything on it, so face-off coming. This will allow 6 players to change. Not 10, just 6. Dallimore, Hunt, and Brown going back out there with Stephen Darling, and who is that? That's Allen out there. Is Allen an import? I forget.
No, him and his brother Tane, they're North American, but I believe they all have
they've
Kiwi
been here.
passports.
There it is. Dallimore gaining the zone, 2-on-2 for the Devils. Brown holds up the blue line. He's kind of playing back. Dallimore leaves it deep. Now Brown's turn with the puck. He kicks it forward, takes the shot. High save. Looked like it might have even come off the mask or neck protector there. Left by Hunt. Brown, and can't get anything off there. That's halftime. I love it. It's halftime of Game 3 of the 3v3 challenge here. Colin, tell me what you're seeing.
I mean, it's good end-to-end action, as you see in the one shift. Dunedin got 3 goals within a span of 2 minutes, so people might think it's a short 9-minute period. Got 2 of those, but you can easily see games with 10, 12 goals a team, so I wouldn't count out the Devils just yet.
No, not yet. I thought it was interesting the Thunder kept off the board the first game, and they put 4 up already in the first half here. So it'll be maybe it's just getting used to it. Maybe it's just figuring out the format. Maybe it's comfort. But in any case, the Thunder have kind of just turned it around.
Yeah, because you're not really playing positionally out there, right? It's just you might have 2 forwards and a D, but at the end of the day, you're all 3 trying to score. It does take some time to adjust to that.
So do you feel there's any advantage to having a pure defender out there? Like, for example, Hopkins for the Red Devils. He's a defender in this case, but...
I mean, yes and no. Obviously, he is still looking for his first NZIHL goal.
And this one won't count just in case he does get one, which I really just hate, but...
He can keep the puck, but it's not going to go on elite prospect.
Oh, yeah, that thing will get taped up no matter what. Thunder with it as they come in. Lewis with it. Looking...
But since, like, if they were in a 4-1 lead right now, you could easily put him out there every 3rd shift just to play shutdown D.
And that's Brown with the goal to make it 4-2 with the textbook Selly as he comes across. Or it's going to come back out, so they do give him a break. And the Red Devils right back at it, cutting this one in half, or cutting the lead from 3 goals to 2. And they are right back at it. Meisternock winning that face-off to the aforementioned Hopkins, up to Orr passing that up to Meisternock. He's going to walk this one and take a shot. That's knocked aside. Beck with a good save. And here come the Thunder as they work their way through neutral ice. Bumgardner holding on to it, looking for the long pass, and it's deflected forward. Hopkins in flight, fight for it. Hopkins gets there first, sends it around to Meisternock, gets it out of the zone. Orr's going to pick this up. Bumgardner's going to play back a little bit, and we'll see the one-on-one as we go through. Orr wins that one. Shot, and it's a little wide. But the Red Devils hold on to it. Meisternock still got it at the blue line. Flight annoying him. Shot by Meisternock. That goes off the right side. Beck with a good save. Up to Hopkins. Hopkins pushes it into the corner. That goes behind the goal. Slightly playing some defense against Orr, but Orr's trying to lose him. Wraparound attempt. Shot that's low and a little outside. They retain possession. Meisternock leaving it back. Willis wasn't there. Esposito jumps out on the ice, but they couldn't play it. Otherwise, that would have been interference. And that goes back to Steven, out to Willis. Willis directing the defense, but it's just him, so I'm not sure he was pointing to. And, well, Willis gets it out to Esposito. Esposito gets the zone and can't get the backhand off. Looked like Taylor kept that away from him, but Esposito holds on to it. That pass goes out to Steven. He's going to kick it out to neutral. Cross ice to Allen. Allen with a stick, like kind of not really getting everything on that one. Willis doing a good job of defense. All 3 Red Devils playing deep in that zone. Darling trying to take advantage as he crosses the ice, shoots and scores. Darling from the curling dot with a good wrister, making it 5-2 with just over 6 minutes to go.
That's sometimes what happens when you just leave somebody wide open in the slot. Obviously, you're used to having 5 guys back there, but 3-on-3, gotta really play man on man.
Yeah, everybody got a little too deep and a little too caught on that side, and as Darling walked it out, he had an open lane, no traffic. Probably one Jake would have wanted back, but it turns out that it gets behind him, and then that's a steal by Beckstead there, and it'll be a penalty if the Red Devils can touch up there, and they do. They'll call it interference, as a slash or a hook or whatever it was, but officially interference. Penalty shot coming up for the Thunder.
And that's Ryan Hisslong making the call. He's come back to the NZIHL after a couple years off. It's good to see.
And Beckstead with a shot, knocked aside, and we're back in play. Gallimore getting to that puck. He's going to pass that out to center ice, out to Brown. Brown sends it up to Hunt. Hunt throws it forward. Brown tries to chase it down. Turns out it goes up to Beckstead again, up the left side. Beckstead looking for no pass there. He's just going to hold it, move it. Oh, and what a move. Beckstead leaves it behind as he gets Jake to move across there. And that's another goal for the Thunder, 6-2. We'll probably have that one on replay. Though this one's a good one here. That is
nice little drag by Beckstead there, leaving a wide open net for Blair.
And Jake Thompson just stood looking at it, saying, how did you do that? Or with it, back in play. And we'll talk a little about Jake Thompson in just a minute and a couple of factoids, but that's Bumgardner out racing, taking a shot, just chopping at it, and turn right back around. That's Orr looking for the long pass up to Meisternock. He's got it. Turned away, looking for a pass back to Hopkins, and he couldn't pull the trigger there as it was a little too far off his skate, or off his tape there. That puck's kept in by Orr. Good move as he turned around, but it's pulled off his stick. Willis is going to have to play 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 here. And he does a good job clogging the lane. Bumgardner missed that one, and it rolls all the way out. Does a Queenstown bounce as it goes past the blue line, catching that area, and we got to stop in play. And it was an icing on the Thunder, so they have to clear, and now we're back in play. Hodge has it. He's skating forward, gains the zone, takes the shot. Blocker save, pushed aside by Beck.
Devils are seem to having a hard time bursting through. They got a lot of perimeter shots, but nothing really in between the house.
And Will is taking a bit of a gamble there going into the slot as he got rid of that pass. So Jake Thompson is the under 18 goalie called into service here for the Red Devils, as their goalies are, for one reason or another, not available right now, and that is why Jake Thompson is in net with the Red Devils for the tournament.
Yeah, he made his debut in the NZIHL last weekend against the Stampede for the Mako. Ended up playing that third period with 10 shots, 9 saves. Not too bad for a hometown kid.
Not bad at all, and Willis put that one off the post. Shot by Hodge, nothing on that one. He's just going to collect it again, but that one goes, the funny bounce off the back of the net, and the Thunder look to break out. That's sent around, and that puck goes to neutral and to Brown. Allen trying to get off the ice. Hunt knocking it forward up to Brown. Brown with a shot. Outside and gets outside the post. I think the goal's still in place there. That was a good positional move. Right in front. And Hunt can't drill that one home. We're down to 2 minutes and another breakaway for the Thunder. Shot and a goal. That was just a lot of skating for Lewis to end up with that puck on the tape and a shot. Here comes the instant replay. Lewis all alone, pretty straight ahead, 5-hole, takes the shot and beats Thompson.
Yeah, this format definitely benefits a player like Jack. Quick skater, good skater, got some good hands. That's the fancy, how much speed some of these youngsters do have.
7-2 the score. The Thunder are going to put one up here. Good move by Beckstead. He's got a couple of toe drags in front, and oh, what a diving save. And Thompson dove back. That puck had to just be anywhere in the top half and it would have gone over, but no elevation, and Thompson with a diving save.
Yeah, Jack and Jack must be friends, because there's no other reason why he wouldn't put that top glove.
Well, the 5-goal lead is an important one for the Thunder, and they get 6.
There's Carlin with a little rebound backhand goal.
As the way this is going to turn out in just a minute, there's just under a minute to go. Goal diff is actually going to play a big part in this tournament, because with the wins and losses, if you come up with an equal number of wins, you're going to be seeded. Ooh. Oh! Boy, that's a shot. Baumgartner just ripping one by. 8-2 the score. Baumgartner with that's just a mean wrister.
Yeah. Let's see if he can go for a minute hat trick here. We've still got 20 seconds to go.
That's a running clock minute hat trick if he nails that one. But needless to say, Orr's got it, and he's going to hold on to it a little bit or try to get something out of this. Ooh. Oh, what a move by Orr. Just can't get it on target. But the skill set definitely on display.
Oh, here it is.
Meisternock, and then out to Baumgartner. Does he get it?
Does
not. Had it on his stick.
Too much pressure.
And that is the game. It was there to be had, but in the end, it's still, it's 8-2, correct? That was, or was it 9? 9-2, the final score. Very important for the Thunder to get those goals back, and that's going to make the games interesting, because they do need to run up the score. They don't need to hold off.
And after 3 games now, you have 3 teams 1-on-1, so every game does matter. You're going to see every team get more comfortable. So the Mako, the Thunder, and the Devils are all 1-on-1 to finish their first day.
Yeah, now the way this is going to work is Swarm Admirals next up. Admirals, Stampede, then Stampede, Swarm. So these 3 teams are done for the evening, and that's probably going to be a lucky thing for them to just kind of get off the ice and get a breath of fresh air, as those 3 clubs have been, well, it's been turbo all night, and we're going to do this all over again, but just with 3 different clubs. So we were asking the guys just a minute ago. Yeah, we were asking the guys a minute ago about the what they saw. So we're going to take a couple of minute break, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to ask you kind of your first thoughts on this and just the overall format and how things go. But in the meantime, 2 minutes between teams or between games, and next up is the Swarm and Admirals, the Auckland Derby. Welcome back, everybody. Game 4 coming up here in the NZIHL 3v3 challenge. My name is Matt Chavez. I'm here with Colin McIntosh. Colin, I promised to ask you a question just a minute ago. Let's get that answer. So the question is, now that you've seen a game from up here in the press box, I use the term loosely, but here we are up in the box. What did you think as far as format and how those teams played that? Just first initial perceptions of the whole thing.
I mean, format's good. Obviously, you've seen both teams that played back-to-back won their first game, lost their second game. So fatigue could be an issue there. But overall, I mean, the last game, the Thunder just came out. They didn't want to lose. Beginning of the second, Devils came out, had that first shift, scored 2 goals. Then after that, it was just the Beckstead-Lewis Baumgartner show. So it comes down to really how you approach it. If you're going to go out there and you want to go hard, some teams aren't going to be ready for that. So a lot of times you're catching guys off guard when you're back checking, because a lot of these guys probably watch the NHL 3-on-3 and you don't see any effort out of there. But so far, all 3 games have had a lot of effort. Not too many hits, though. There's only been, I think, 3 hits in the first 3 games, which we're not here for the physicality, but you will see some teams when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, it's aggregate or goal differential. So if it comes down to you separating the guy from the puck, it might happen today's game or even tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, there have been a couple of good ones so far, yeah. But I think it's more out of maybe they just weren't expecting it, because it was, hey, they were playing 3-on-3. What are you doing? But yeah, they're here to play. That's for sure. So the teams are going to be completely different here. No repeats. The 3 teams that were playing the prior 3 games are done for the evening. This will be the Admirals and Swarm in Game 4, and a couple of different names on the ice. Let's see, do we have those for rosters, or they're on the okay? So I did that again, right? So wasn't sure on that one. So the rosters, we'll go through them as we go. But Dalmato, Fontaine, and
Luke Simon.
Simon on the ice for the Swarm. It'll be Daigle, the lovely person we just had on the microphone. You'll see him out there as number 47.
Some guys know him as the Dangler. Other guys know him as the Duster.
And Kuntz out there for the Admirals. Simon with it. He's behind the net.
And if the way they play in the regular season shows anything about this, you will see Daigle. It's one of those seasons guy who's going to try and take the puck back while you asleep and then go for a rush. So we'll see if he does that.
And Dalmato with it as he dangles it through and gets it to Fontaine. Fontaine gets it to Simon, but he loses the zone, so they're going to have to reset. Daigle pushing hard. Fontaine with it.
If there's any gear nerds out there, you'll notice that Dalmato has some new skates. His other ones are falling apart pretty badly, so he might be a little bit extra fast out there.
There you go. Ruzicka trying to get that away from Daigle. He just gets a piece of his skate.
You also notice 14 for the Swarm. He's their new import who's just flown in. He's out there with Ruzicka, their other import.
And that is Hopkinson with it in the corner.
Hulani, or I don't know how to. Hulane?
Sorry,
yeah.
which one? 14?
I'm probably butchering his name, but yeah. He's fresh to New Zealand.
Michael Houlihan.
Yeah.
There you go. Michael Houlihan has the puck at the moment too. It's a tough one. I'll be honest with you. It's different. There's one time, you get prepped for a game. You have your home team, which you're following, and you know all the players. And then you got one other team. In this case, oh, that's a shot right in front. This case, we have to prep for all 6 teams, so it's a different one here.
That's Alex Regan going for the field goal. He he's newly a centerman, so he normally played D up until now, but coming back from Worlds, he's been the first line center for the Admirals, and he's fitting in really well as he's top 5 in points right now.
Vesper gets that back from Hayward Jones. Vesper holds, turns around, tries the fancy pass, but that doesn't work. That's going to go the length of the ice almost. Chamberlain picks it up from McDonald. McDonald kind of looking for the defense position that he needs to be in, and he gets there just in time as that puck comes across the slot, and he gets it back out to Kyle March, the other voice on the broadcast just a little while ago. Oh, that is not good for Kyle. He took a big hit. That looks like
Hayward Jones with a little bit too much eagerness there.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
You don't see that very often.
No, not there. But that will be a penalty shot. Kyle has his bell rung a little bit. I think he's going to come off the ice rather than take this shot. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's one of 2 Kiwi passport-holding imports for the Swarm, him and McDonald.
Yeah, he spent a little time in the injury situation and went with me for a broadcast. Fontaine with it. He gets knocked aside.
No surprise there. We did 10 puck quite a few times with the IBs, and he never scored on Chubba during that, so I wasn't really expecting to score that one either.
Oh, Jackson's going to hear about that one. Daigle with it as he gains the zone. He holds on to the puck. Holds it. Goes right to left, and that's held on by Connor Parr. So the whistle, they're clearing that out here. Well, that's interesting. That's not a face-off. Apparently it was just in the caught in the sweater somehow. Simon with it, gains the zone.
Connor Parr's the, I'd say 1A or 1B. Him and Joel Gerard are the tandem in Botany this year, so it's going to be interesting to see those 2 20-year-olds battling it out between the pipes. Bright future for those 2.
Fontaine winning that puck, doing a good job of back-checking against Vandermeulen. And he passes that forward, but not on the tape. Comes right back to Daigle, and Daigle holds in neutral, waits for the pass. Vandermeulen with it, passes it forward.
Dump and change.
Apparently, and we'll play on here. It looked very close to an offside, but Vandermeulen with it. Daigle. Daigle holds. Daigle exits the zone. And a couple of changes coming up as Daigle holds. It takes a low shot, kick save. Ruzicka with it. And the Admirals choose to get fresh legs out there. Swarm come in, that's Houlihan with it, looking for Ruzicka, back to Houlihan. Sent wide to the left. Hopkinson collects it on the corner. Carries it around the net, comes past the goal line, halfway up. Ruzicka getting the hit. That stays in. Henry not able to get that through. Out to Ruzicka. Ruzicka chooses to take it out of the zone again and reset. Sorry, I think I said, yeah, it was Henry. I got that right. That's a rarity, actually, Colin.
So here you're seeing a little bit of gamesmanship from the Swarm, you know, keeping possession, getting that change going.
Yeah, we're almost 6 minutes deep in this one, and I haven't really seen a situation where I'd say, wow, they really should have scored there outside of Fontaine's penalty shot.
It's good to see March back out there. Clearly nothing too serious with that injury.
Yeah, that was a scary-looking one, but him being back out there says a lot. That puck goes out, and it's McDonald coming up the right side, looking for a pass. Maybe no, takes a shot, and held on by Chaba as, well, apparently they're not going to do face-offs. They're just going to keep playing. That's an adjustment.
I would say that's a good adjustment to have because otherwise you're just killing time with the face-offs.
Yep.
Just get the team to go back to the red line.
Yep, just back everybody off just like an offsides would be. As McDonald takes it in 1-on-3 and killing some time and allowing Dalmato and Simon to go back on the ice. And all the same, it looks like some changes as well for the Admirals. That's a long bench change there.
Got away with 4 on the ice for a couple minutes
and
there.
A goal. As we were admiring the non-penalty, it was Kuntz that came back up the right side and got the game's first goal as he crosses the blue line here on the replay. It's a good move as Fontaine was trying to reach back, but just a good quick wrister.
That's
and yeah, 1-0 is the score.
The old left-hand cheat code, low blocker.
It's a great place to shoot when you're coming up the right side. Admirals with the puck, and they are choosing to, well, they're going to go with some speed this time. As they gain the zone, Daigle holds up on the blue line, looks for a pass. And that goes into the corner. Vandermeulen trying to dig that out. He still got it. Dalmato ends up with a bouncing puck. Not a really bouncing puck. It is a very cold building in here, Colin.
Yeah, she's chilly today.
It's wintertime in New Zealand, that's for sure, but boy, it's extra chilly in this building. Sistrone takes it, takes a heavy shot, and it goes behind, and that is a goal. Sistrone did get that over the line, and Parr lets that one by. He's going to want this one back. We take a look at the replay, and when this comes in, you're going to look at just a very, I mean, this shot weighed a ton.
Yeah, Sistrone, just like Henry, have very heavy shots.
And the funny thing about that heavy shot, it was not a slap shot. It was more of a wristing, kind of a pop, but still had that heft to it. Got behind Parr, 2-0 the score. Just 48 seconds to go. Another shot off the face mask. Parr kicks it behind. Parr never saw that one, and 3-0 the score. That one's going to go a garbage goal for Regan. Sistrone did all the work there, but Regan's going to get the score sheet on that one. 3-0 the score. Admirals up. Houlihan throws that one out. Ruzicka gets that puck. 20 seconds to go in the half. Turned over.
See if we can get one here.
Regan with a chance. That one stopped by Parr. Wait a second. They're talking about it. That is a goal. Okay. That was one of the weirder goals. Yep. Here we go. Let's see it again. Regan with it. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, he just lifts the. I have to trust that when they lifted the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it's a goal.
Went through either the 5 or the 7 hole, but at the end of the day, it's a goal.
Either way. So, halftime it is. And 4-0 the score for the Admirals. That was. Well, it was 4-1 for the prior game, and 4 goals was enough to kind of get things settled for the club in front. It'll be interesting to see if the Admirals make any kind of adjustments to back off and play possession, or if the Swarm, they just keep playing and pounding them and try to run it up on the Swarm.
There's no real wrong way to play it. If you have possession, don't be afraid to drive in there and get the goals. As you see the last 2 minutes, they got 3. So clearly they have the guys who can play 3-on-3. Swarm are over there trying to figure out what they need to do, because they did have quite a few good shots, but Chuba ended up closing the door. So
and not much to do, really.
No. Same thing as the last game. Is the
oh yeah, against the Red Devils. That was just an absolute door slam by Chaba, making that one 7-0, and that was regular proper 5-on-5 hockey with 60 whole minutes.
There's nothing you love more for a hockey player than a hot goalie. So,
well, in a tournament like this, it could be all the difference. Steen has it, takes it across the line as we get going in the second half. Up to McDonald. McDonald losing it in his skates, and that puck picked up as Steen loses an edge. He's looking for a trip, but that wasn't what it was. Hard pass up to Chamberlain, and the Swarm collected up to McDonald. Turned over. Hayward Jones has it, and then turned back. They keep swapping possession. McDonald and Jones back and forth we go. Vandermeulen giving it up and trying to get the long pass forward to Chamberlain. So do all the Chamberlains have hair like that? Just asking.
I don't know if there's more than 2, but I know both him and his brother have
the mains.
Mid-back hair.
There you go. Vandermeulen with it. I'm not sure if that shot went off the post or not, but it was a good block in either way. Vandermeulen with it.
That was a sneaky backhand by Dags.
And a good attempt at a wraparound, but Parr in the right spot. Up to Fontaine. Fontaine has it.
Oh.
Couldn't do anything with it. He looked back almost like
looked for a hook.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think that was about as much as you could get away with and still get away with it, as I saw it there. But a good non-call. Fontaine's going to bring it forward, brings it into what looks like kind of a 5-on-3 defense as they triangle up and kind of avoid the man, and it works for the Admirals. Daigle with it back. Kuntz still takes the shot. That's not going to win him any favors, but that was offside. The Swarm going quickly here. That is in play. Shot, and that's knocked away. Fontaine with it in front, and a goal. He picks up the garbage right in front and slots one home.
It's a good POP for Luke Simon there. A little pass off pad.
That's exactly what that was. Just a ripping shot, and an interesting choice to go quickly for the Swarm there on that offsides call, because everybody had to tag up, and that going quickly, I mean, everybody who watches rugby knows how that works, and because they did, shot by Hopkinson, but that going quickly was enough to get them on the board. 4-1 the score with 6+ on the remaining half, the second half here. Cistrone with it, and I think the Admirals maybe, I'm not saying they were playing back at all, but they're certainly playing more aggressively now. Ruzicka with it. Regan outnumbered 2-on-1, but good defense as the Admirals are backing up. That pass goes into a bad spot, but
you can rip that one.
Yeah, that is a excellent goal by that was Houlihan again, the import, making his name known here, even though he doesn't have a name plate.
I'm not sure if that was Regan or Cistrone, but that was a very nice pizza up the middle.
And Vesper with it, excuse me.
Just like that, it's a 2-goal game.
And McDonald coming up the left side quickly, and Chaba watches that kind of go by as McDonald couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, you got McDonald and Chamberlain out there, two of the quicker guys in the league, so it's good to see them ripping around. I'm pretty sure Marcus is only 16 or 17, so he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
Well, 16 or 17 is a good thing in this kind of a tournament because he's going to be sprightly for a long portion of it. March kind of throwing that one back in. Bounces around, but the team can't do anything with it. So he plays defense, sends it around, and McDonald's is going to get to this first. And goes back to March. March slowly waiting to decide how to bring it out. Kuntz staring at him. Vandermeulen and Daigle out there. Just under 5 to go. they're going to go with some changes here instead. Fontaine coming back out. They leave it back for him. And that's going to get March off the ice. And Fontaine gets it over as Simon dragged the skate.
That's Daigle using that Drury curve to his advantage. Stealing that puck from Jackson.
Doing a great job of just being puck controller as he does. He just, if he's got the puck, it's pretty safe, very safe hands.
Yeah, he's got the poise, and obviously he's a good skater as well. So on a small ice surface like Queenstown, you mix those two together.
D'Amato with a shot goes upper right and hits the 90 over Chaba, and that is 4-3.
I'm not a goalie, but you could tell that Chaba was not expecting that shot.
Not there.
Ivan's more of a passer in that situation, so I think he caught him off guard. But
yep,
we got 4 to go, and it's a 1-goal game.
And this is a shooting format, if you will. The may as well calling Hopkinson offside, so the Admirals, they're not playing quickly, but they're going to keep playing here. Regan's sitting up in blue line. Cistrone takes it in, shot, and Parr holds on to it, leaves the puck, and that comes out to the left side. Hopkinson holds, passes to Ruzicka. Ruzicka gives it back to Hopkinson, and then back to Ruzicka, who can't slot it home as he misses his man. Cistrone leaves it back, gets it back. He's going to tip it forward for Henry and go for a line change.
Good little slingshot play for that breakout there.
I guess it should also be said that the long changes on the bench are the second half, which is interesting.
And here, if you're Admirals, if you're leading, you're doing exactly what Regan just did. You bring it back, hold possession, get a change, get those fresh bodies out there, because when you're leading, the clock's your friend.
Yeah, and there's no icing. That's a big turnover to McDonald right there. He comes in, walks in on Chaba. That's loose. It's up against the side of the netting there. And Vesper ends up with it, bringing it out of just walking it all the way out, which is a great move. Steen kind of digging at him, but he can't do anything with it. Vesper walking backwards with the lead.
2.5 to go. It's not what you'd like to see as a Swarm, but as an Admiral, you're happy that he's taking this time, killing the clock.
Back to Hayward Jones, and I think the Swarm are thinking about it. Now, we've talked about, is anybody going to go 4-on-3? I don't think that's, it hasn't been a situation yet, but we'll see if it does happen.
Especially with the long change, it's a little tricky.
It is indeed. So that's an offside, goes back to the Admirals. With just under 2 minutes to go, they sit here with the puck, and they're comfortable with it. They're going to make the Swarm chase. Vandermeulen throwing it in to Daigle. Daigle's going to chase it into the corner. Fontaine, D'Amato there. Simon, and that puck goes out to the point. Sent back in. Daigle collects it. Also an interesting feature, no icing in this tournament, so it will be interesting if that gets used to the advantage. D'Amato with a low shot. Kick save away for Chaba. Oh, and a big hit there. That was Fontaine throwing the body. And a shot in front. Just kind of a little wrister and a walk. Chaba's got it, holds on to it. Minute 12 to go. They're going to only have a chance or two left to tie this one up. The Swarm looking to get that fourth goal. It's going to go all the way down. Parr holds on to it. Vandermeulen looking, doesn't chase him. Minute to go. And the Swarm need to get their fourth goal. Drive this one into overtime. Remember, there's no ties, there's no points. It's just wins. And in the end, the tiebreaker is goal diff. So all to play for here. 4-3, 40 seconds to go. Parr is going to stay in net. And that gets ripped all the way down. Big part of that might be the icing not counting. You may as well take a long whack at it.
Fire it down.
Yeah. Houlihan with it. Takes the shot. He got it.
He ties it up. 23 seconds to go.
That is another one over Chaba's left shoulder. And, he's not going to be happy about that one.
That's not what you want to see is when he has the puck at the blue line and all three Admirals just let the seas part as if he's Moses.
That's pretty much what happened, isn't it? And when you see it, let's see if anything can happen. 2-1. Nope, nothing's going to happen here. So, format talk. It is a shootout. Everybody has to shoot sequentially or whatever. You can't have the same person shoot twice. The game will end when there is a one side scores a goal and the other side doesn't. Other than that, it's just right away, so it could happen on the first one. No draws, all ties decided by shootout.
So is it a sudden death shootout, or is it 3 or 5 shooters? Sudden death.
Sudden death shootout. So,
and right there, that's a game of 2 periods. Admiral's up 4-0 after one.
Yep.
Swarm tied up 4-4 in the second. Admiral starting off. Is that Kunst?
Yeah, Kunst against Parr to start this one. Kunst knocked aside by Parr, and it's going to be Houlihan taking it for the Swarm.
He's got 2 goals in the last 9 minutes. See if he can make it 3.
This will be a big one. Oh, he did it! Oh, another one right over the shoulder. Chaba's shoulders are going to be a little bit sore.
And that's a sneaky one, too. Posting in on the blocker side. Not much to shoot at.
Oh, not much to shoot at. And that goal, I mean, what did it hit? Like 3 pipes on the way in. It hit the, I think it hit all 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. At least 2. Up, bing, bang, boom. Yeah, I almost hit the 3rd one, but it went in. And it's over just like that. Sudden death shootout. The Swarm get the win. Technically, it's 5-4. A win for the Swarm. The Admirals go down in Game 4 this afternoon. Wow. Colin, no shortage in excitement, that's for sure.
That was a good one, back and forth the whole time. Obviously, the Admirals are going to be disappointed with blowing a 4-goal lead in the second, not the 3rd. But you could see towards the end of the period they were debating within themselves. Yeah, debating within themselves if they should be pushing it or not.
Yep.
You could have easily iced the puck a couple more times, but obviously you don't want to take away from the quality of the game.
Sure.
At the same time,
you also want
you're here to win, right?
You're here to win.
I think they'll be going back to the drawing board if the same situation happens against the Stampede in an hour. I think you're going to see them either dumping it down or they're going to be taking it back, controlling the play instead of taking it back and shooting it down. So give credit to the Swarm, though.
Yeah, credit to the Swarm, and they're going to get the win. We're going to take a 10-minute break here in just a minute because of the ice cut. So the next game up will be Admirals Stampede, one that's near and dear to your heart.
Well, I'm completely unbiased in that. Let the best team win.
We'll see about that. But we're going to wrap this up for an intermission break. The Zamboni's out. 10 minutes. We'll be back for games 5 and 6 coming up in just a little bit. Thanks, everybody. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Queenstown Ice Arena. It's Game 5 of the NZIHL 3v3 tournament. And with me, I'm Matt Chavez, Colin McIntosh here. We're going to call this and Game 6 here in just a little bit. And Colin, you were just saying, what were you saying about the favorites?
Well, I said the favorites might have just taken on the ice, but I don't know if it's the Admirals or the Stampede.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's just fish. And
it's a long weekend. Even the best teams can lose the first game and come back to win them all. So
we'll go with that. There you go. So actually, it's kind of funny. The only two teams without a win are on the ice right here.
Exactly.
The first 4 games going 1 each to the Swarm, the Thunder, the Red Devils, and the Mako in backwards order there, if I remember that right.
Yeah.
So anyway, the two left on the ice, somebody's going to come away with their first win, and then we'll see if anybody takes the lead outside of goal diff on Game 6. So it'll be an interesting way to finish the evening. Colin, any thoughts about the first 2 games, just in general, or just enjoying it? Yeah,
enjoying it. Lots of goals. I mean, 3-on-3, you're here for the goals, right? You have seen a couple big saves, a couple good defensive plays, but at the end of the day, you're here for the highlight reel goals. Excellent.
So we're going to take our positions here, and whoops, there we go.
And you can see the 2 different approaches to the game right now. You have the Admirals doing the horseshoe, the 2-on-1s, and you have the Stampede warming up with rebound. So it's, one team's a little loose. They might be taking it for granted, and the Admirals are hungry to get that win.
Well, that's true. The Admirals are going to be feeling like they just come off the first intermission, and they definitely will feel that 4-goal loss. I mean, it's early days. It's early in the round robin, but Game 4 might end up being a big part of the story here.
Big time.
Yeah, for those of you that are just joining us, the Admirals had the Swarm right where they wanted them, 4-0 after the half. And yes, it's the halftime because we're playing 2 9-minute halves with a running clock for each game. And the Swarm came back with 4 goals of their own, with one right at the end of the just about 12 seconds to go to tie it up. And in a one-way shootout, 1 miss, 1 hit, and 5-4 the score for the Swarm. Absolutely not what the Admirals were expecting after halftime, but the Admirals are now they've got a loss, and they're going to be looking to get their first win here against the Stampede, who take the ice as the pseudo home team for the first time. It's supposed to be neutral and all that, but it's definitely a Stampede crowd. So this will be an interesting way to go about things for Game 5, as the home team does get a little bit more noise going here, that's for sure.
In the last game, you probably noticed that Daigle was the only one with a big mustache, but there's probably about 4 or 5 on the Stampede. So
we're on mustache watch now, huh?
It's almost a race to see which mustache gets their first goal, as Dags was held off the score sheet that game.
Colin, I love your choice of statistics. That is that is an interesting way to put it. The Swarm that were out here in the prior game will be taking on the Stampede right after this in the last game of the Friday night session. So that'll be our stream for the evening, but just 2 more games, as this one's Game 5, and we're going to go 15 games in the round robin, ending with 3 games for the championship coming up Saturday night, tomorrow night. So for those of you that are in the Queenstown area, absolutely no excuse to not come out and see some fantastic hockey. All 6 clubs out here giving their best and sending their best players out here. And we're going to get going here with the Admirals and the Stampede. We're underway for Game 5. Daigle with it. The aforementioned lip hair with Daigle.
If we ever get to zoom in on Dylan Devlin, he did have a Just for Men on his mustache, so it is very dark, if you do notice that.
Wow, only something a teammate could say. There you go, Daigle with it. Out to Kuntz, long shot, and that stopped. So we're going to pick up the puck.
New game, new rules.
Oh, each referee, this is absolutely not how we were playing it last time, but sportsmanship there as they figure that out, and it's going to be Amston with a throw in off the backboard.
Taking advantage of that no ice.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, the Admirals are going to be looking for anything like that. Good shot by Kuntz there, but gloved, and a funny bounce. Wow. That is saved at the last minute, as that was a kind of passed and then sent right back.
Had some flashbacks of Marc-Andre Fleury in 2004 at the World Juniors right there.
Yikes, that's a reference. There you go.
When he shot the puck into the U.S. body, they ended up winning World Junior gold. It's not a fun fact for Canadian hockey fans.
No, it's not. But Hasselman was there.
Yeah.
So there you go. Henry with it. Henry holds it.
This was the goal-scoring line last game. So these guys had 3 goals.
Now they're over. Now it's a penalty coming up because I thought they crossed the red line here, but Ryan Cairn has his arm up.
I'm not sure if that was
delay.
a trip or if Alex Regan just hasn't got his skate sharpened in a while.
And Chamberlain with a low shot. So it is a delayed penalty, and that stops play there. Interference, the call for a slash. So it wasn't the offside that was funny. It was actually the action taken there. Just the rules are a little odd. For 3-on-3 hockey, it just has to be that way because of the running puck. And what would otherwise be a penalty, this will be a penalty shot. No 2 minutes. And then as soon as the puck's touched, everybody's back in play. Regan with it, takes the shot, hits the post, and whiffs on the rebound as that bounces funny and high off the left post there.
I don't know if you could hear that, but he's not very happy with that.
No, he's rather unhappy, as it turns out. Freer with it, sends it forward, and that shot gloved and held. And so they're deciding on a face-off. Are they taking a face-off, or they are going to? So McCarg takes that against Vesper. Vesper got the better of it. He's knocked over. Chamberlain with it.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the flow from dropping the puck to not dropping it. Obviously, you lose those extra 20 seconds when you have to cover the puck, pick it up.
Yeah, I know the referees have been told different things here, it seems, but as long as they're consistent in the game, that's what matters. Vesper with it. Hayward Jones with a shot. And that's held, and it's going to be a face-off. They're going to go quickly here.
Yeah, I'd say at the intermission they might want to let the refs know just to keep playing, because right now we're burning close to a minute off one draw.
Yeah, this is not how we want to see this happen. So whatever it is, let's make it fair. But Harrison with it. Harrison takes it over the blue line all alone. Harrison with a chance. And a backhander knocked away by Chaba. Good effort by both in that sequence. Pass forward up to Vandermeulen. Passed all the way up. No icing, of course. That's a benefit to those longer passes. And a stick lift keeps that puck from getting shot. Amston with it up to, Devlin's going to move forward, but he holds that puck. Amston gains the zone, comes up the right side. And that's pickpocketed by Regan. Regan gains, looks, twists.
And
another shot. A great save. Hasselman keeping that one out. Probably wanted to get a little closer to the pipe on that one. A good spin around pass, but that's intercepted. Goes up to Henry. Henry's going to have to chase this down from Sistrone. Hasselman gets there first, and that is kept in by Hayward Jones. Passed out to the blue line. High shot in. Blocker save. Knocked down short in this face-off circle. Goes to the blue line. Amston with it. Amston looking for an outlet. Gets it out. And
I'd say Sistrone was definitely surprised with that save. That was a gaping net.
And Ross just holding on to that puck for Robbie. Does he go with Robbie or Roby? Is it just
pronounces it like proper pronunciation is Roby, but
Roby.
He's not too fussed if you say Robbie, because
that's all right.
Yeah.
We'll get Roby. That's one I've heard both ways, so just want to make sure. Roby it is. Roby to Ross. Ross with it.
To be fair, my first year I thought it was pronounced Casaba. So.
Oh, trust me, I went with Kurt Gomagos the whole time. I'm like, I cannot keep doing this.
Yeah.
Freer throwing it forward. Vesper's going to collect that. No icing again. Just a reminder. It's a little weird to see it that way. Freer's going to chase that, but it's Daigle first. Daigle pushing it back to Vesper at the blue line. Vesper misses McCark. Chamberlain up the left side, looking for a pass. No, he shoots. 5-hole stop. No no control on that rebound. Daigle gets pushed in. That's going to be a penalty coming up. It is delayed. McCarg looking around, and still no possession by the Stampede. 3 minutes to go. Delayed call, 4-on-3 at the moment. Vandermeulen, and that is finally stopped. And it's going to be a penalty shot coming up here for the Admirals.
Daigle taking a little bit of a cross check to the back there.
Yeah, he kind of, well, I don't know what they're going to call that. I think it would be a cross check, but a little close to the board. Daigle, he's going to take it from a stop position here, but he still comes in. We're back underway. Daigle, good move there, knocked aside. Hasselman looking around, that puck just sitting behind the goal. I'm not sure he was aware that was in play, but either way, we continue. Burns getting a touch on that pass.
That was good move by Dags, just didn't hold on to it just long enough.
Hasselman coming all the way out to play that. And it's going to go back to the Admirals side of things. Regan collecting against Harrison. Vandermeulen on his own, but heavily left, takes a shot, easy save, but in front of the goal. An absolute rebounder for Regan. Let's see if we've got that one, but that is a garbage goal du jour. We've seen a few of those tonight. It comes in off of a tough angle, that pass, but the rebound goes behind the net, but it's a pass in front, and the lack of defense hurting the Stampede. 1-0 the score.
Not sure Hasselman knew exactly what was happening.
No, he couldn't see what was going on behind him. That's for sure. Back to Ross.
It's very much been a filling out process the entire 8-minute period so far.
Good individual pass to himself there with Ross. And then you end up with all three on the other side. They're spacing back out, but they choose to go out to neutral. Amston with it. And now it's the dump pass up to Ross. Ross looking for Roby, can't get it through. Roby gets it, keeps the puck in, then chooses to go back out. Just a reminder to him, 55 seconds on a running clock, he's going to throw it all the way down and go for the change. The Admirals happy to collect and get their players out as well. That goes forward. Get the blue line there, and that is Vesper trying to get that across and out to a friendly stick to Chamberlain, and a goal. Chamberlain left alone. They cross the ice, move Hasselman, and after Hasselman gets off the spot that he was in, that's just a sniper's goal there for
just a low glove rip by Chamberlain. Left wide open in the slot.
There it is. It comes across. And, yep, just under the glove. Good move there. 10 seconds to go in the half. That
all started with Vesper's battle down low.
And Chaba knocks it away. That's going to do it for the half. There it goes. And 2-0 the score for the Admirals. But I don't really trust the lead for the Admirals personally.
Yeah, last game they had twice this lead, so we'll see if they change up their situationship out there.
Yeah, you know, the strategy has to be an immediate change, given that you weren't really sure whether they were playing to try to get a fifth goal or if they were playing to try to kill time or if they were playing to just try to pass it around. And what ended up happening was they passed themselves into some bad spots, and they got burned on it a couple of times, along with some good individual play by the Swarm, no doubt about it. And you can't just keep them on zero the whole time. But the Admirals here, what do you think they do?
If I was them, I would just keep playing like they are. Stampede haven't had many chances inside the house. They've been able to keep them outside. Stampede are skating around, but if it's me out there, I'm taking the puck and I'm controlling it all the time. If you have it in their zone and there's no scoring opportunity, just skate it back to your zone, kill the clock. When you have the lead, the clock's your friend. So that's how you have to look at it.
Daigle passing it across to Kunst. Kunst shoots. That goes over the glove to Harrison. Vandermeulen digging at it.
I'd say the positive for the Stampede is a lot of these guys have been in games where they've been behind, so there's no real panic for them. But at the same time, it's 3-on-3. It's not 5-on-5. It's a completely different game.
Harrison holds on to that after receiving it from Devlin, and Harrison still has the puck. He has it in his skates, but it's picked off. Kuntz with it for a moment. Devlin's still out there. That's passed forward. Ross coming back out. Vandermeulen gives it to Daigle. Burns looks at that go by. Cistrone with a long shot. Had some traffic, but a more or less comfortable save, although it was a rebound. Chamberlain with a low, or Cistrone with a low one. Goes off the kick plate, comes back out. And the Stampede have it at center ice.
This is where you see the difference between playing back-to-back without a groom and back-to-back with a groom.
Well, that's a very interesting point because they do have cleaner ice out there.
Because the Admirals do not look tired at all, even though they just played the last game.
And Henry was coming in for a skate there, but it's going to turn around 3-on-2 on him. And that's left behind for Ross, and Ross just obliterates Regan's calf there as that shot goes in. That's going to be an ice bath for sure.
As we let him know at Worlds when he would get hurt, it's a long way from the heart. You know, that foot, you can still do things with it.
And that puck comes around Henry digging away. Admiral still with it behind the net. And the Stampede holding on to it. Freer way out in front. Lots of traffic.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's another one. Regan. Oh, man, the boots are going to be tough to get off tonight.
And that's Freer using his 1986 Easton Synergy. So, you know things packing a little bit extra weight.
Yeah, that's got a heavy swing weight. That's much heavier than my driver, that's for sure.
So, this is what they were missing last game. Regan had the puck. He picked it up at the hash and skated it all the way back.
And as they hold that 2-0 lead, it's 6.5 to go on a running clock here.
Here you see Chamberlain's speed.
Did a good job to kind of cut the angle here, but he left the puck behind, and the Stampede are going to get another chance. Anston,
Another block
man.
shot.
I mean, in one sense, I want to give him a lot of credit for getting in the lanes. And that's a high shot knocked aside by Chaba with the blocker as he kind of twisted on him. Chamberlain blocking McCark so he doesn't get a free, and he took himself offside there. So the Admirals are going quickly, and that's what we saw the Swarm do. Vesper with it. He's held up a little bit, trying to get a shot off. 2 attempts, not quite getting it away from the stick, and the Stampede with excellent defense. And I think it's a penalty coming up. I want to say it's interference.
I think they're calling them both, so there's going to be penalty shots back-to-back here.
Well, they just hung each other up there.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because it looked like Vesper. Do we have that one on replay? No, we don't. Okay, so it will be back-to-back. So the question is, I mean, I guess nobody plays after this if that's what's going on. Well, no, I think it is just Vesper here. Great opportunity, and then that is a stop. Okay, so they all skated in. Yep. It was an interesting skating, but everybody's going to make their changes here for the lines.
I will see what they have to say about potentially next year doing this, that they just round up the penalties and they add it up at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's an interesting way of doing it.
That way you're not running so much clock, correct? You can still do the 2 9-minute periods, but say there's 4 penalties a team at the end, you just do 4 shootouts each.
Well, it's an interesting approach.
It'll also make you want to score more goals and defend harder because say you're up 2-2, but you know there's a penalty shot coming. A little bit more gamesmanship in there.
Well, Colin, I'm guessing you know a few people, so you'll have to bring that one up. A few more people than I do, that's for sure.
We'll have to talk to the former number 16 from the Thunder.
Yeah, there you go. That guy might know a few things. Shot, and that is deflected up, and
if he would have connected with that would have been a nice one.
Absolutely. Cistrone trying to get back on that one, but Devlin has it. Devlin looking for an outlet. He goes cross ice. Back to McCullum. That's knocked away. McCullum to chase. And Daigle gets there, controls the puck, but McCullum's still there. In front. And Ross can't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Good defense.
That's a righty, that's a goal, but obviously as a left-handed player, it's backhand tied up. A little tougher to score that.
Colin, that's why we have you on the mic. That's exactly it. That looks like a delayed offside. That's tagged up, and the Admirals still holding the Stampede to a goose egg at this point. Ross with it. Ross getting it off to McCollum. That's a goal. Fantastic shot. He just waited until there was a messy lane to shoot through, and McCollum with a goal to cut this one in half. 3 minutes to go.
It's the same position that the Admirals were in last game, up by 1 with 3 to go. So we'll see their strategy here.
We'll see if they can handle it. Remember, both of these clubs out here do not have a win. This will be the Admirals' last game of the evening.
Now, obviously, different to normal games, there are no timeouts.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
obviously, as a team, when you're down, if there's a minute to go, you might call timeout, but you don't have that luxury here.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I mean, you talk about proper 5-on-5 hockey. That would almost be, hey, you got 3 minutes to go. Let's settle down. You're exactly right. No chance to do that here. Ross throwing it forward. Freer with it. Freer shoots. Stick lost. Apparently that was just in contact. Back in front again. That puck went right around Chaba. That's just, I mean, I don't even know what to say on that. Chaba knocking it well away back out to Ross. 2 minutes to go. That's forward to the slot, but I can't really do anything with it. Chamberlain's got it, and the Stampede have to go for a line change here. Well, at least one. Roby comes back on.
Now right here. Yeah, there you go. That's
and there's
when
the
you have
smart
that
play.
lead, take it back. Deggs is out there. He's going to do the time kill, and he's going to rag the puck a bit.
And make the Stampede chase
Yeah.
until you get to Vandermeulen, who gets a chance here. And he scores, puts it away. 3-1 the score for the Admirals. Boy, what a good drag there, just to give himself enough time to beat Hasselman.
That's the advantage you get, too, when you do that, right? Deggs brings it back, forces the Stampede to come up and pressure.
Yeah, you'll see it right here. Vandermeulen, as he pulls it aside, gets Hasselman falling over and makes it 3-1. There's still a chance with Vandermeulen with it. The Admirals have probably figured out they just need to sit on this puck for another 75 seconds, and this is over with.
And as an opposing player, it is obviously very frustrating when you see it, but as a team that's winning, you're going to do it.
Yeah, there's a certain balance to it. There's a shot. Oh, and that is so close. It almost looked like it came in and out, but that is not a fourth goal. The Admirals still taking some chances when they're there, as they should. As goal diff counts, it's not just a simple thing. And Burns playing that, not sure if that's a high stick. Was not called that way, so we play on. Regan with it. Regan dumps back. And there's more of the legal icing. Hasselman playing the puck, sending it up.
30 seconds to go here.
McCullum looking for another one. He dumps it off. Harrison takes the shot. That's going to go all the way back to neutral. Played forward by Hasselman, looking for a pass forward. McCullum brings it in. McCullum with a good move. And a goal. Oh, that's pretty. But there is not enough time here. There's 10 seconds, and they're trying to get this underway. And with the running clock, 4 seconds to go. They drop the puck, and they are just simply out of time. It's over. Harrison with a late wing to get that off, but 3-2 the final. The Admirals really did need that third goal at the end. Here's the replay on that. Oh, what a nifty move through the legs. And then such a clean pass to be able to get that up and over Chaba's leg pad. And that is a winner for the Admirals. So 5 clubs with 1 win so far. This has been very interesting. Nobody's been able to jump all over it. So
this will be the decider who's going to be the team with 2 wins, or is it going to be everyone with 1 and 1?
Yeah, we'll see if that if the Swarm can jump out in front of everybody on this tournament, or if the Stampede kind of figure this whole thing out and make it as even a first day as could possibly be.
So the Admirals just broke the trend of second game losers, so maybe the Stampede keep that going.
There it is. So we're going to take a couple of minutes off here as we go between games, and we'll rejoin you for Game 6 of the 3v3 challenge here with the NZIHL in just a moment. Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Queenstown Ice Arena for the 3v3 Super Showdown, I've been told. The NZIHL running a 3-on-3 tournament this weekend here in Queenstown, and it's been a good one. Colin McIntosh joining me here. My name's Matt Chavez. We're calling Game 6 tonight of 6. And Colin, I think, I know for a fact the only team that doesn't have a win yet, Stampede, and they're going to have a chance to take one here and make it the ultimate draw of an evening, because if they win tonight, they win this game, that'll mean every club has won one game in this 6-game session.
And both of these teams didn't score the first period of their last games, so see who can break that schneid.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one. The ice is pretty beat up. There was no clean after this game because there's no time to do it, and this will be the end of the session this evening. But it has been fun so far. I've been enjoying this. A lot of action, a lot of breakaway opportunities that just have been showing the individual skill that you just don't see in the regular 5-on-5 games. A lot of moves that I know some of the players would be a little bit hesitant to pull out in a regular game, but boy, they don't mind in the old pond hockey.
No, they do not.
So, thoughts on the Stampede the last game? Do you think that was it more of a feeling out and figuring out how to do 3-on-3 as we've seen a couple of times, or do you think it had more to do with just kind of centering on the strategy and getting things sorted out that way?
I'd say it's a bit of both. Plus, you had the Admirals who knew what they were doing once they got the lead, but you could see the last 5 minutes the Stampede finally started trying to, force the pass around the middle. But I know some of these guys are probably tired. It's past their bedtime, so.
Well, let's get underway and get this out of the way for the evening. McCullum chasing this down against Fontaine as we get started with Game 6 with the Stampede against the Botany Swarm here in Queenstown. Freer with it as he gains the zone, chased by Simon. Simon knocking him over. We play on as Freer looking around for some assistance from an average zebra over here. Fontaine with it.
And obviously, it's not the regular season, but this is the first time these two teams have seen each other since the finals.
Ruzicka to Dalmato to Ruzicka. Oh, what a save! Are you kidding me? Hasselman with a good kick there.
I don't know if that was Hasselman or if that was Jet McCollum with the kick save.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll have to take a look. Another shot. Hasselman knocking it aside.
Right here, too, you have all 4 imports. So you got Ruzicka and Pulani and Ross and McCollum out there.
And Harrison with the puck. Devlin and Burns come on for the Stampede as the Swarm try to get out of their zone. Ruzicka with it. And it was Houlihan just at the blue line. He's going to get the puck here, try to get it with his skate. He's onside, but Harrison with the puck.
And Ruzicka's not quite the same size as Stepanek, but he is another big body that the Swarm got in this year.
He is a large man, that is for sure. And he's much, I don't want to say more or less, but he's very adept with the puck.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind possession. He's not just trying to push it off to somebody else and hit somebody. He can handle it.
He's a wily old veteran, as they would say.
There you go. Swarm with it, 2-on-2. It's going to be McDonald coming up the left, looking for a slot chance. Hasselman poke checks that puck away and starts a break for the team in gold. They gain the zone. Shot, and that's low and wide. Comes right back out to McDonald. Burns with it. Burns has it, turns and comes in. Looks for a long pass. That is cut off by McDonald as he saw it coming. 2-on-1 and a shot. Oh, that hits the top of the net. It goes just over. That was a close one for the Swarm there as that just fluttered just barely crossing the crossbar. Out to March. March is going to go collect this, and the Stampede are going to go and get some changes. Amston stays out with Ross and Freer, and it's Fontaine with it, trying to get some speed and go in on his own. Looking for a backhand, doesn't do anything with it. Simon crosses his path. Fontaine circles. Fontaine looking for somebody in the corner. Dalmato's got it now. Dalmato leaves it for Fontaine, but he can only do so much with it. Goes halfway in. Freer's got it. He looks, gets his pass out to Ross. Ross takes it cleanly off the boards. Freer's upended by Fontaine. Does a great job lifting the stick at the last moment.
That's a good back drive right there.
And the Stampede choose to take it out to neutral. Anston with it, and that's picked right off his stick blade, and Simon has to leave it. Dalmato's out there. He's going to stay in the forecheck, but the Swarm choose to change up players. Ruzicka and Hopkinson back out on the ice. That puck goes into Devlin. He's onside. He looks for a pass, gets it to McCullum. McCullum looking for another return pass, and says he's going to go out to neutral ice, turns all the way back, and Freer lets it go so that there's a play, and Houlihan and Devlin run into each other. They looked like they were trying to hip check nobody, and they ended up smashing each other. It's tipped up by Hopkinson. Penalty on the, well, it's a delayed penalty against the Swarm here. So they've got 4 out there, but that turns over to Hopkinson. Interference, the call, and it's probably going to be related to that hit. So again, since we're playing 3-on-3, it's a penalty shot. It looks like it might be taken by Steen here, or excuse me, by McCullum. And once he touches the puck, and they're underway, McCullum with a breakaway, takes a quick stop, moves around. Parr with a great save. First action he's really been called in to do here. That was dangerous. That pass goes forward. Hasselman coming way out to play that puck. Colin, you were going to say.
I was going to say, yeah, Parr, that's probably his first save. The Stampede haven't had much in the way of offense so far this game.
And here's a chance. Roby not able to collect on that puck. He had a pretty wide spot to aim at, but he just couldn't get anything there. Out to the top slot, low shot, that goes wide. Hits the kick plate, bounces out. Out to Roby again. Pass forward to, that was Burns, right?
Burns with a little skate to stick. You don't really see that skill very often.
And that, who's that playing without a stick now? Is that
March?
Yeah, it is March. He got that blade in the, another hit. That's going to be an interference call. And March coming over, giving a little extra. McDonald getting called, it was an interference call. And March coming over and telling, was it Burns? Yeah, it was Burns that he didn't appreciate it. So I don't know if this is going to be another situation where it's 2 calls.
Going to have one each way.
So Burns getting the interference call, if I've got this right, and then March with the
retaliation.
Yeah, whatever that happened to be. So they're going to stop play after this. It's interesting they're skating so hard after it. And that's a goal. So that really shouldn't be a goal if I've got this right, because that should have been a dead play. There's some controversy here, so we're going to.
It's a live penalty shot, but it's a penalty shot that you have to shoot.
Yeah, I'm not really
a little confused by that one.
There's no goal. Okay, so Ryan has indicated Ryan Karen says no goal here. And then that's underway. And a great shot there. That was definitely going to count.
That's Nolan Ross, one of the imports for this season. He's been practicing that move in practice.
Well, as an import, that is, you got a couple of things going there.
Yeah.
Fantastic mustache. And
he shaved that in just for today. He had a beard before, but he heard Dags was in town and he wanted to battle with him.
There you are. So Ross with a good goal there. 1-1 the score on the scoreboard, but it's 1-0. So it's not a goal. So I don't know what the key is. Oh, what a great save. Fontaine. So I actually believe what's on the scoreboard is incorrect. What's on the video that you're feeding here is the correct score, 1-0.
Yeah, after the penalty shot, Ryan came over and said that did not count. So it is, in fact, 1-0 Stampede.
So we'll go, in case you see a scoreboard, what you see on the screen in the electronic scoreboard in the video, that is correct. It is 1-0 Stampede.
I don't think it's been said yet tonight, but
there's another penalty coming up against Houlihan. That is, well, I'm a little confused how that's interference, given that the guy had the puck there, but that.
Oh, that's 2. So Houlihan and then Ruzicka gets one for
delay
yelling at the
game.
ref.
Yeah. Yep.
Hasn't been said yet tonight, but I will say that the two goalies in net tonight definitely have the best colorway in terms of goalie equipment.
So I'm confused again. If there's 2 shots here, why is everybody skating in? So I think there really need 5. There's a major penalty being called here. So Ruzicka looks like he's being ejected. He is, by the rules, Ruzicka getting it's a running clock, so the Swarm are trying to figure out what's going on. They want to make sure that this gets in. March is having a discussion with the referee. Ruzicka's going off. There's a lot of chaos here. There's going to be, I believe, another penalty shot after this one, if I've got this right. There's 2 of them. So why, again, the rules are not clear to the players here because they're going to chase this. There is no need to do this because it's a dead play after Devin loses it. But that's a goal anyways.
I believe there is still 1 more to go.
1 more to go because of the major penalty. That's correct. So, Karen's put it down there, and this is
Devlin's trying to give it away, but Jet McCollum said, no, you just got 1, go get another.
And this will finish pretty much the half here as Devlin takes another one. And he stops that one. That's in play. There's 4 seconds. And that's the half right there. So some confusion going on here. But the score is 2-0 for the Stampede. And everybody's trying to get their bearings here as this tournament format is clearly throwing some people for a bit of a loop. And I understand it. It's hard to just completely change the way you're doing things. But Ruzicka getting thrown out for the game is going to have an effect.
It's huge. Especially, it's a big transition for imports coming into New Zealand. It's obviously hockey's a very emotional game, but everywhere you go, the officials are different. They have to know that obviously Ruzicka played in some of the top leagues in Czech Republic. You can't talk to them the same way you talk to refs here.
No.
So obviously after that 1 penalty shot, he took a little extra second to say something too French to the ref, and he got another one, and then after the next one he said it again. So obviously we don't know what was said, but it is a learning curve when you have to very definitely guard what you say around here.
Yeah, it's important to make sure that it doesn't get over the top, and it did, and that is why the ejection. And just to be clear, the ejections are a little different here. It's not.
Doesn't carry over. It's just that game.
Yeah, so it's a major penalty.
Yeah.
And in the case of a major penalty, you have an ejection of that player for the remainder of the game, and that's it, unless there's something that they would be, some sort of a foul play or physical play where they have to intervene for discipline anyways. So anyway, that's a lot of words to say it's 2-0. And
after 2 games, the Swarm still haven't scored in the first period. So
that's an interesting stat. Well done, Colin.
The Stampede got 2 penalty shots, so we can't really count those as regulation goals. But
and Dalmato charging in there, he gets a good opportunity. He's working hard. Burns trying to be physical, and we see this in the regular season, but he's carrying that over to 3-on-3. He did not appreciate getting dumped there. And a shot. That goes behind. Simon just not hitting the target. I think he hit the side netting.
And right there, if Simon one-tees that, Houseman doesn't have the ability to go over there. If that's a one-touch puck, it's probably in the back of the net.
Burns trying to get something. He's going to trip Dalmato. That's going to be a penalty on Burns. He didn't mean it, but it happened anyways. Pretty clear call, and that'll be a penalty shot for the Swarm to try to get one back here. The scoreboard's corrected. It is 2-0 up there now, so that everybody's figured things out. This is good. And no shots after this, so we're live after this one. Houlihan taking it. He almost got run down. He was taking his time with that one.
Yeah, Ross has got some fast feet on him.
Yeah, it's not quite the same as a penalty shot where nobody can touch you. They only have about 8 or 9 meters to catch up to you, so you got to make that shot count. McDonald with the puck now, looking for a low chance. Got his eyes up and got the puck picked off of him. McDonald just pretty much taking out the net there. That was a an edge that was lost. Ross with it. Ross wings one in. Parr gets a almost didn't even see it, just hit his equipment while he had people in front of him. But a good save, and Houlihan takes the puck. Gains the zone, takes the shot. I want to say that hit a post, but I couldn't really tell. It didn't ring out like that. Maybe it was a stick save.
Might have been the shaft. You know, it's the save that all players hate. You beat the goalie, but not a stick.
Yep, that's the one. And a good hit there by Harrison, shot by Freer. That goes a little bit wide. Simon's got it. And now you can start to see some of the legs for both clubs. Just edges and concentration a little hard to come by at the moment. Devlin with it.
Tired legs, a lot of snow out there, so the puck's bouncing.
Yeah, Harrison couldn't quite get a shot, but he was really in the neighborhood to get something done for the Stampede there. Oh, and that was a
nice
nifty move and a great save by Parr as they tried to flip that one up.
With 6 to go here now, you're going to start seeing what the strategy is for the Stampede and both the Swarm.
Yeah, because at this point, Fontaine to March, and that's kicked away. This is where strategy is going to take over from raw power because it's just not there anymore. Dalmato with it. As we end this session tonight in 6 minutes with a lot of 3-on-3 played, these guys are going to have to hit the Gatorade and the ice bath. Shot, oh, and a goal. That's a good one. To toe drag, pushed it to the other side, beat Hasselman, upper left. Beautiful goal for the Swarm, and that brings it back to a 2-1 score. Look at this one coming through. Good drag, waiting for it, and it's clear the
fire blocker.
The preferred method of everybody shooting tonight is high.
Yeah,
it's there's no question about that. Everybody's going for that top shelf, and why not? They want the highlight goal. That one's brought in pretty quickly here, and a wraparound attempt. Good stop by Parr.
Quick legs by Connor there, going side to side.
Ross with it, and he sends it around. It goes off the glass to McCullum. McCullum keeps it in the zone. McCarg loses that one to Fontaine. Fontaine's going to push a 2-on-1 if he can do it. He's got Dalmato in the slot. Takes the shot anyways, goes high and pushed to the right by Hasselman. And McCullum coming up looking for a pass. Gets it back. Oh, that's a good give and go. But Parr got there and pushed out of the goal just a little bit in advance, kind of cutting down that slot area. And Houlihan now has it. He takes the shot. That knocks the stick out of the defender's hand. And Hasselman stops play.
Now, if the Swarm come back to tie it or win it, you got to remember those last 2 saves that Connor Parr just made.
Yeah, he's been outstanding tonight. It's just that you get so many options as the offense that no goalie's going to be perfect on the evening. It's just impossible. But it's been some pretty good saves by Parr. That one's dragged in. It gets behind. It's a goal. That is an ugly one, but they all count. Simon's going to go. I think he gets the credit for that. We'll see if we have that one here. But, boy, that was messy. Low shot, dumped in. Almost looks like it was a kick-in own goal there.
That's a big thing, too, off a draw, knowing who your man is. And as an offensive team out there, you're trying to get that crisscross to screw up them, and that's exactly what happened to Stampede there.
Shot and a glove save by Parr. Parr and March come together as he tried to get that puck moving, but he decides to hold it as there's too much traffic. 3.5 to go. Face-off coming up here. Harrison to take it. This thing's tied up 2-2. It'll be interesting to see if everybody tightens up or if they go for a regulation win and not go for the coin flip of a shootout.
Yeah, shootout's the thing that everyone hates to lose. It's never fun.
Steen with it. Steen shot on in front. That rebound comes out, and the Swarm jump right on it. So the answer is pretty apparent. They wanted that goal.
Team.
They really are.
Out of their 8 goals so far,
yeah, I think
all of them have been in the second or a shootout.
That's crazy. And off we go again. 3-2 the score. Simon with it. Dalmato to chase McCarg. The Stampede need to get one back here. Dalmato to Simon. Simon brings it in. Takes the shot. Hasselman has it in the gear. It's loose. Pushed aside into the corner. Stampede with it. They look to break out. That's out to the blue line. McCullum with it. He holds, looking for a pass. Dumps to Ross. Ross has to wait for it. That puck gets there. Dumped forward, then comes right back to Ross. Ross is going to pass it across to McCarg. He takes it in after the clearance. McCarg sends it back to McCullum. McCullum in the corner. Gets plastered by Simon, but he can still hold the puck. McCullum with it. McCullum controls. Looks for a pass in front. And that's waved off. That is waved off. No goal. Not sure why. The goal was off the post. Yeah, the post was off. Let's take a look at that one.
Not sure it had an impact on the play itself, but obviously the rule book states the second it's off, you got to blow it down.
Yep. Yeah, that is it was clearly called, and there was no doubt about it, but a tough one for the Stampede. There's a shot in front. That gets deflected. A lot of chance there. Burns pushes it to the other side. Harrison slings it across the crease, and Harrison holds it, and he takes it out. Harrison, I think, blue lined it on accident. Burns has it now. Burns is going to come in off the right side. They are vastly offside, but we continue play. 1 minute to go. Turned over to Fontaine. Fontaine has it. He's a little slow with it here because he's trying to kill time. He doesn't want to give it up. Smart choice to pull it back, but that's turned over to Ross. Ross takes a shot, 2 shots, knocked away. That is the downside of playing it slow. You run that risk, and he was nearly ripped off at the wrong point. Back to Freer. Stampede trying to get a hold of this. That goes out of play. 33 seconds on the running clock. They're going to get a face-off here. Here's the one right in front. That backhand right into Connor Parr in a good position. 20 seconds to go. That puck is dropped. Anston. Houlihan off to Ross. Ross tries to swing it forward. This is a bad one for the Swarm, or for the Stampede. The Swarm have it out in front. And a goal. Another second half goal. And Dalmato closing this one out. 4-2 the final. Boy, do we have that one. Oh, look at that camera work. Well done. Right underneath. Bang.
Open up that 5-hole slide.
Yeah,
right through.
That was fantastic. So the Swarm managed to pull that one out of the fire there and get the win. 4-2. They're the only ones to win both of their games. Yep. The Stampede are in the very unusual position of being behind every other team.
Yeah. 6th place, or even behind the Mako.
I know. What is that? It is a different situation, but that just means we need more home crowd here.
Yeah.
It means we need to get people from Queenstown to come out and check out this outstanding tournament. I've been impressed with the level of play so far. This has not been a hold it and see what happens.
No, it's go, go, go.
This is go, go, go hockey, and it absolutely has been entertaining. So there will be a lot of changes. What do we have tomorrow? We have, for the 3v3 schedule, I think it's 10:30. We're going to check that because I need to make 10 o'clock.
It's 10 through till 1 and then 6 till 9 again.
There it is.
It's going to be an action-packed day. It's good for family. It's good for kids.
Yeah, and the first one up will be the Red Devils and the Swarm. So the Swarm have to actually
late and early.
Yeah.
Oh, early in quotation marks.
Yeah, early. Definitely in quotation. So 10 o'clock is the start tomorrow of the first session, and they'll go. We'll do exactly the same thing as we had a 6-game session. So come on out for that. 10 to 1 o'clock. It roughly goes about the length of a regular hockey game would be, because you have the 6 games and they go pretty quickly back to back. Come on out for that one. Join us again at 10 a.m. New Zealand time if you're overseas. That'll be in about 12 hours. Yeah. And we would love to have you. But before you go, if you're still with us, take a chance on the YouTube page. Right below there's a little thumbs up. If you can give that a click for us, we really appreciate it, because that'll help us, and it'll help put hockey on your front page too, so that'll be a win for everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 7. Yeah. Colin, thank you very much for showing up.
Thanks for having me. And one more thing as well. Obviously, he's a huge part of New Zealand hockey. He's got 2 kids playing. One's now in Canberra. Tim's playing for the Red Devils, but huge happy birthday out to Neil Carey. Everyone appreciates what you do. Keep doing you, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it, Neil. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to you. On behalf of Michael and Max, thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay.